Boom, my people, my people, my people. Thank you for tapping in, man. We are on once again, and it's always a blessing to have us a session. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody who tapping in. Please, please, please hit that like button on your way in as you guys come in. What's up, Eric D? What's up, Toya? Good to see you guys. Please hit that like button on you guys way in. I got to remember to start saying that. My partner's always telling me, tell people hit the like button. Double L. What's up with you, bro? Please hit that like button as you guys see as you find your way in, man. Got my brother from another mother, KT, Trevor Pernell, Dwight. What's up with y'all boys and girls? Got my brother Coach I in here, man. Coach I. I like to let people know where you can find you at the beginning of the show and the end, just in case everybody don't be in there. My brother Coach I, let everybody know where they can find you.
What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you having me on today, man. They can find me at Fanatic Sports on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram and Facebook. So, we talking all SEC football. You know how we do.
Love that. Love that, man. Much love to everybody. Again, please hit that like button. You guys weigh in, man. And we're gonna get this thing cracked. A lot of my partners gonna be tapping in, trickling in as the show starts, man. We're not gonna worry you long, but we definitely want to get into a few things and talk about a couple of things, man. All SEC, Bama, Georgia, everything we can find that's SEC related, man. We always like to touch it, man. Shout out to Double L, shout out to Latoya, shout out to KT, my girl KT. What's up with you, KT? Good to see you. For real, sweetie. Shout out to my brother Dwight. Shout out to Trevor Pernell, home team right there, man. Much love to all you guys, man. Thank you for tapping in and please hit that like button. We're gonna hop right into it, man. Brinsky and all the rest of the fellas gonna be tapping in. We definitely wanted to talk about it, man. Listen, y'all know I'm not real big on talking season, right? But talking season is over, right? I do like it because it do tell me that the start of the football season is really, really, really about to be here. It really, really, really tell me that it's about to be here, man. Um, so for me, it's a big deal, man. Got people tapping in on Twitter as well. Um, for me, when talking season comes about, I know fall camp comes about. That's how I can always measure fall camp. When talking season is over, that's when I really get into the summer workouts. I really get into fall camp. I really get into really, really, really what's called football season. We know then it ain't long. It ain't long. Coach, I want you to talk to me, man. What's up, Bob? Roll Tide, Bob. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Bob. For sure, for sure. I want you to talk to me, Coach I, and let me know your thoughts, man, from a Georgia perspective, man. What's the vibe around Georgia now that talking season is over? What's the vibe? What's the fans feeling? Just what's your feeling on Georgia football at the moment?
Well, first off, shout out to everybody in the comments. Appreciate y'all tapping in on this Saturday evening. Man, the Dog Nation, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think as a whole, the Dog Nation might be a little bit more pumped about the season than I am. To be honest with you, Uh, we got a new quarterback. Everybody know that Gunnar Stockton. Dude got some talent. Different type of quarterback from Carson Beck. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in Georgia, Georgia boy. Threw for a bunch of yards in high school, breaking Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson and passing records in the state of Georgia. Got a lot of young talent, man. I think this season we're gonna get better as the season go on. So I'm kind of glad. Normally I want that banger right out of the door. You know what I'm saying? First game, but I'm kind of glad we started with Marshall this year because I think we really young. We got 54% of our roster is first and second year players. So only one of those group of guys are starting though, and that's KJ Bolden. Definitely confident in him. Alabama and Georgia do. We keep them
Oh
safeties
yeah.
on deck. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I think like I say, man, I think we got a good shot to go back to the SEC championship. I think we'll make the playoffs. I think we got some tough games. I'm just glad we got them at home. You know what I'm saying? We got Bama at home, even though I still get a slight edge to Bama just because, man, we all know the history in that one. And then you got Texas at home, Ole Miss at home. All right, we got some bangers at home now, and then don't sleep on that Auburn game on the road now down there on the plains. Y'all know how dicey it can get down there on the plains. So I'm excited. I'm like you, Coach Shun, though. I'm ready for fall camp. I'm ready for opening week. I'm ready to dissect some actual football and stop prognosticating, as my boy
Facts.
Shawty would say.
Facts, man. Big shout out to my broski Brent Sketchop who just tapped in, man. Listen, before I let Brinsky tell you where you can find, I like to start off the show letting everybody with our links and stuff at the beginning and the end. Big shout out to everybody that's tapping in, man. Big shout out to everybody that's tapping in, everybody's coming in, man. Coach Carl, where you at, bro? Good to see you. Oh, I feel you. I feel you, Coach Carl. Much love to you, my broski. My brother Rob tapping in, man. Patriot Life. What's up with you, boy? Good to see you, man. Good to see my broski right there. I make sure I tell me I talk with you, man. You was here. Good to see you, man. Brinsky, before you even say a word, man, let everybody know where they can find you, man. The people that's in here at the moment.
Oh man, of course, man. You already know. Always at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk on YouTube and TikTok, and B underscore sharp at B underscore sharp on Twitter /X. So yeah, you can find me over there talking mess with some folks.
Might as well, Brinsky. Somebody got to do it, bruh. Somebody
Some
got to do it. Big
you know,
shout out to Nick, man. Shout out to Nick, man. Nick, what's up with you, bro?
yeah.
Steven, what's up with you, bro? Good to see you, man. Toya always in here,
Oh
man.
yeah, always.
Always in here. Much love to Toya for sure, for sure. Got my brother Brinsky in his set doing his thing with his own thing, with his own channel. My brother Eric D in here as usual. Eric D, what's the business, man? Eric knows the truth is in the details. Jay Mills, what's up, bro? Good to see you, Jay Mills. Much love to you, broski. So, Coach, I just broke it down and told me his initial feeling, man, for what's going into to the season. Now the talking season is over. I call it talking season. I get that from Steve Spurrier. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Brent, what's yours,
Facts.
man? Exactly. Summer workouts are going on. Fall camp is near, buddy, and you know when fall camp get here, that's when the click clack get to going. We all know the first week or so is conditioning, it's getting your legs under you, it's the minimal things, but we know that second, third week going into it, that's when the clacking start. What's your thoughts, Brinsky, going into some end of summer workouts, beginning of fall camp here in about a week or so?
That means we can stop trying to figure out how to make up topics and actually get to some topics.
Facts,
What's
facts.
going on in the real world? We've been making up topics for the last 6 months or I don't know how long, man. You get tired of doing that and actually talk real football, real stuff that's going on, guys that's out there who not in shape, who not gonna be there, who gonna be on the hot seat, all these great things, man. I'm just ready to get back into it, man. Just to see the guys who going to emerge out. Really any team, like who's going to show up in camp, who's going to stand out. Hopefully, Lacier Brooks stands out the way he's going to stand out. Like Coach I said, KJ Bolden. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about him. He's a dog. I love KJ. Wish we got him, but yeah, man, just all those little things, just depth chart wise, for the most part.
Cool. Bringing in my OG, my offensive OG, who I can talk
Oh,
any kind of ball with, my broski, my Jackson State broski, as a matter of
oh,
fact. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in my brother, Coach Ad. What's up,
Fellas,
Coach?
what's
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 going
going
hey,
on,
on?
on?
Coach?
and Coach I.
What's up, Coach Al? 2 times in 1 week. You don't know how to
Man, listen, cutting
Facts,
the grass
facts,
out there.
man.
It cut the grass. Can't you smell it? It's
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah.
That time of year.
It's that time of year, Coach I. Coach I, let me get yours. Coach I really gave us some good insight, man, on the feeling at Georgia, man. And it's sort of same as ours, man, right? Going into fall camp in about a week or two. Uh, right now, summer workouts ending. I always feel this feeling after talking season. I know when talking season come, I get jittery, but when talking season is over, that's when I really start feeling because I know we are near the end, buddy. How you feel, Coach I, with summer workouts wrapping up, fall camp about to begin?
Well, Georgia. I live over in the metro,
Facts.
Atlanta. Yeah. Um, Georgia got a really quiet confidence about them this year, just like in Tuscaloosa, because a lot of people, they say, well, they got a new quarterback. Okay, but the DNA of that team is still the same.
Facts.
That's what everybody forget, and they loaded. Okay. Uh, but once they might have some skill at the wide receiver spot.
Facts.
Got depth at the tight end spot. Got help with running back. I mean, Stockton, all he has to do is just don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up.
That's my hope, Coach Al. That's my hope.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's been there. I mean, he just didn't have any real game time experience, Coach, in the
Hmm.
fire for a full season, and that's the always worry you get with a quarterback, first year starter in the SEC. Can he be consistent in practice day in day out? Can he stay focused? Can he continue to uh, grasp the nuance of what he's trying to do on the road? In the pressurized situation, not really the moment get too big for him. Can he be an SEC quarterback?
Facts.
That's
Yes.
what that's what can he make the throws in the tight windows because the good teams are not going to give you that much room to throw the
Hmm.
ball to a wide open guy. Can you make those throws? If he can do that in critical situations and they can run the ball, Georgia's a lot like us, really. That's what I think, Coach. I think that both teams got to establish the run for their first year quarterback early in the season, just so they can get comfortable with SEC speed. It take about 3 or 4 games or so. But both of those guys have been in the program for quite a while. Stockton has the advantage that he's been in the same system.
Yeah.
Tyler has a disadvantage in that he's still new to the DeBoer system somewhat, but he's not new to college football and the preparation it takes, the maturity that it takes. He's watched Milrow go through a lot of adversity, so he knows what that looks like. Okay, he's seen Bryce go through a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff. He's seen what quarterbacks go through, and especially so if you're the quarterback at University of Alabama, you're probably the third most popular guy in the state behind the governor and Nick Saban. A lot of pressure.
That's
That's
real
facts.
talk.
That's real talk. Facts, man. We all know, man, at this time that we lean on. I know us at Bama, we lean on Coach David Ballou. This is when he
Yeah,
come out. This is when the strength conditioning coach really, really get these kids in and break them down, man. Any unnecessary weight you picked up, since school has been out. This is when we try to get it off of you. This is really, really when your football team is being built before you start getting on pads and going into game plans and all that kind of stuff weeks down the road. You really got to get back in and hone your fundamentals, man. Get in shape, if you will. Caden Proctor kind of talked about it in his one-on-ones. And I read where this Coach DeBoer was talking about how this was going to be the toughest summer that he's given since he's been a coach. He was like, we really going to make it tough on these guys. Um, from a Georgia perspective, with these guys coming out the season that they had, man, what you think, Coach Al, about these summer workouts, man, really going into fall camp as far as the mindset? I heard what Kirby said during his SEC Media Day. Sounds so much like Coach Saban. Is ridiculous, right? It's
right.
crazy, man. He sounds so much like Coach Saban is ridiculous, right? Coach DeBoer is really just trying to find his footing, man. Really understand how the media work here in the SEC, and Kirby got all the right sayings, those little quotes and sayings, just like Coach
Catchphrases.
Saban. Yeah, the little
Catchphrases.
catchphrases, right? How do you feel, man, as far as the team really getting in shape with all these new starters that we gonna have on offense, all these guys that you guys gonna have on offense? How do you feel, man, as far as the mindset of going into a new season with all these new kids and what you guys should be looking for going into fall camp?
I think cohesiveness. Yeah, Gunner's been with the team a while, but like Coach Al mentioned, we do have a better, in my opinion, wide receiver room. But two of those, well, actually, three of the guys that we're looking forward to playing are new to the program. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got Noah Thomas from Texas A&M, you got Branch, and then I think personally, true freshman CJ Wiley gonna get a lot of time because snaps because he like 6'4". And if you in the Atlanta area, Coach Al probably seen him play or whatever. Dude's a monster. You know what I'm saying? So I think just trying to get that timing down. I'm pretty sure that's what they've been working on in summer workouts. But I'm interested to see that come to fruition in fall camp and then spill over into the season. And I mentioned Coach earlier. Coach Al said, these first couple of games is going to take some, some
Facts.
growing pains or whatever. And I was telling Sharp and Coach Sean, I'm kind of glad we do start with Marshall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got Marshall, and then we got somebody else, and then we got Tennessee who replacing their quarterback. That's another thing about the SEC this year. I think it's gonna be some good quarterback play, but it's a lot of new
A
faces
lot of new faces.
to the starting role. You know what I'm saying? Some people, even Arch been there, but he's new to the starting role. Gunner's been there, new to the starting role, kind of things like that. So I think that's what we're looking for. I think a lot of teams are looking for that, trying to get that timing together. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that cohesiveness going
Yeah.
into the season, because like you said, these defenses way ahead of the offenses when it comes to
Facts.
fall camp, and they ready to bite your head off.
That's 100% facts, man. That's 100% facts. I couldn't have said it better myself. I agree wholeheartedly. I think Shawty had a real important comment, man, because I relegate that to our team. He says, unfortunately, Gunner may have to win a game or three with this schedule. Brinsky, do you feel the same way about Alabama? When you look at that 5-game schedule of Georgia, Vandy, South Carolina, LSU, somebody else. I think we have a bye before the
South
LSU game.
Carolina.
South
Yeah, and
Carolina,
then Tennessee. I think Tennessee
Tennessee.
closes
Yeah.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about a 5-game schedule where we got a road home.
Road home, right?
Do you think,
Missouri's awesome.
yeah. Do you think that same comment relegates to us too? Do you think Ty may have to dig in his bag of tricks and get us out of one or two of those games?
Every year, no matter who's the quarterback, a quarterback got to go out there and win you a game. And especially, I think it's going to be the South Carolina game. I feel like he's going to have to play well so we can come out there with a win, because that game is going to be super tough. That Georgia game is going to be really tough. It all depends on if we can run the ball or not. We're going to see how that goes. If we can, then I know Jam and Richard Young and Daniel Hill, they're going to play their part to help. And he may just have to make a few throws, all depending on how Gunnar Stockton and the Georgia Bulldogs playing that game. But the South Carolina game, I know for sure he's definitely. And one more, I know the Auburn game for sure. He's definitely.
Man.
I don't know what it is, man. I just can't just enjoy that game.
Yeah.
When we down there in that hellhole, if that's what you want to call it, man. I don't know what it is about that stadium, man. We're gonna find that lucky rabbit's foot one day, and it's gonna be over with.
Yeah.
Coach
Yeah,
Al, what about you? Do you think our
Well, yeah,
quarterback is
I'm
going to
with
dig his
that.
bag?
In the SEC, I'm telling you, the talent is just too deep across the league. The defensive coordinators are too good to allow a quarterback to just sit there, just hand the ball off, and throw checkdowns all day. They're not
Yeah.
going to let you do that. I say this. I heard Cam Dewberry, who's our transfer from A&M, say something about the quarterbacks. He was on with the Bama Standard guys, and I watched him say this. Okay, shout out to the Bama Standard. Those guys, they do a great job.
Mhm.
Cam says something that, we always talk about the 4 C's of success, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Chemistry, communication, and collaboration. And what Dewberry said about the quarterback room in Alabama is that those guys are pulling for each other. They're trying to make each other. They all dogs. He said they all work. Okay, now let's talk about that for a second. What does that mean? That means not only do you have the quarterback coach that nobody talks about at Alabama, that the boy brought in, that he was at Fresno State with. Nobody talks about that guy. Okay, they always talk about the coordinator we had last year. They talk about Grubb. Okay, but it's that chemistry in that room that's really going to be very important on the sideline during the game. And that game that the quarterback has to win, he knows that everybody got to have his back when the pressure gets on. Now, let me take a guy like Ty Simpson. I think a lot of people are underestimating Ty's arm strength and his wheels.
Right.
Ty has a really innate ability. He has a really, what I say, a high level capability component that a lot of people are overlooking. And in those games, the quarterback is going to have to do something with his feet
Facts.
to move the chains, to extend the play. In this day and age, you have to be able to extend. And so Lenora Sellers made a living off that last year before he became a quarterback. This year, he's starting to become a quarterback. but he made a living on extending plays. So Gunner has that capability to a certain degree too. He's a tough guy, okay, and so if he can still make plays, create, and keep his eyes downfield, here's the biggest piece right here: the receiver core. Like right now in the summertime, they have to look. Hey, quarterbacks escape. I got to get open. I got to work toward my guy. He's going to know who's working back toward him and where he is on the field. Who's going to get free, somebody he can trust. So yeah, that happens in big games. You see guys make plays.
Facts.
Okay, and I do think that the quarterbacks that can separate in the SEC, the new guys that can absolutely create when the pressure is on and not turn the ball over, are going to be the ones that's going to win those 2 or 3 games. The ones who don't, they're going to go 1-2, 1-3.
Facts. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's what
That's
I think.
facts. That's facts,
Yeah.
coach. That's
Yeah.
facts, man. It's crazy when you think about Georgia and you think about Alabama. Not necessarily LSU because they got a veteran coming back, but
Yes.
Georgia, Bama, I would say maybe even Tennessee to a certain extent. How
Yeah.
many similarities we do have going into this season, right?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yeah, Ole Miss. Even
Mm.
though that young man played a little bit, it's really crazy when you look at the similarities of how many defensive starters you got coming back on some of these teams, as opposed to what we had last year. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to my brother Patriot Life, man. Always setting it off, man. Much love to my boy Rob, man. Roll Tide to all the All-Star cast this evening. Good to see you all. Roll Tide. Rob, we appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much as always, man. Make sure I tell me I always speak with you. I always tell her when I speak with you. Thank you, Rob. Roll Tide to you too, brother. For sure, for sure. What's up, Kimberly? For me, man, tell me, Coach, what side of the ball, or what I guess I say, whether it's coaching, whether it's position, whether it's a person, what part of Georgia football? Because I like to know this about Alabama football too, because it seems like we all got different things. What part of the Georgia football team do you feel good about right now that you're not really concerned that much about? You feel pretty good about where you were at last year. Maybe have some people coming back, maybe not. What part of the Georgia football team do you feel pretty confident about, pretty good about going into fall camp?
Their linebacker room, I think, is definitely top.
As a whole,
the whole
okay.
room. The whole room. CJ Allen, of course, is the name that everybody knows. But to be honest with you, if I had to take one, I'd take Raylan Wilson, because Raylan's a little bit better in the pass coverage than CJ Allen. Now, CJ Allen, the dog in that box now, and along that line of scrimmage. And then behind them, man, you got Chris Cole. You seen flashes of him last year in the Texas game throughout the end of the season. And then Justin Williams. I mean, 3 years straight, Kirby done got the number one linebacker, outside of the 2026, but 2025, 24, and 23. I'm just glad some of them kids didn't hit the portal, to be honest with you. But that linebacker room is deep. So that's what I think. They were good last year, but I think they'll go to another level this year. And I like that because we're replacing 2 guys that's going to be playing on Sunday in that backfield, the defensive backfield, Starks and Dan Jackson. So
Dan Jackson, yeah,
we got KJ back there, but I think having that experienced group and talented group of linebackers is going to help out a lot.
That's crazy that you say linebacker room. Brinsky, what you feel good about going into fall camp as far as Alabama concerned? The chat, put it in the chat. What you guys feel good about? If it's one position that you know we're going to be dogs at, which position is that for you?
Well, you know what my concern was last year was that secondary. It's not that problem no more because Xavier got the money. Gonna have Bray back there. Keon coming back from injury. Zay Mincy right behind him. Ivan Taylor right behind him. Got Cam Calhoun. My favorite recruit from the last recruiting class by a hair.
Dejon Lee.
Yeah. I'm like, man, hey, what can I say, man? That secondary is loaded, and they only loaded up some more. So, man, that is definitely gonna be my favorite position group that I'm gonna see back there. But I know I'm really, really excited to see Dejon Lee because I know he's going to get playing time. I just want to see how he, when it's live action, how he's going to play because we seen through spring ball, man, he was just dominating.
Facts.
Like he was on all the highlights every time they made a video. So, man, definitely can't wait to see those boys ball out.
What about you, Coach Al? It's got to be a position, coaches, anything. What do you feel pretty good about going into the fall camp as far as Alabama concerned? Uh-oh.
Wouldn't be alive if somebody didn't mute. You on mute, Coach.
You on
Al.
mute, coach? Gotcha. Hey, wouldn't be like Coach I said,
One
wouldn't be
time,
alive
never,
if somebody didn't do
never
it.
fail.
Okay,
Right. Never
I'll
fails,
holler
bro.
at me in the green room after the show. Okay. I got a 1A and a 1B, coach.
Okay, okay.
My 1A is grub.
Facts, coach.
My
Yes, that
1A
was
is
mine as
grub.
well. Facts.
If we all had a beef last year, and man, we used to always beef about we don't understand the play call. We don't understand what we're trying to establish. We don't
Yeah,
understand what identity we have. We don't understand why we can't move the pocket with a quarterback that has wheels like that. Why can't we
facts.
stress the defense and pressurize the edge with a guy? Why? Anyway, my 1B is finally, the depth we have on the defensive line. Alabama's football hasn't been Alabama football for the last few years because we didn't have those guys that could really strike, man. And get an offensive lineman off his track if they trying to zone us. I mean, just start abusing guys inside that pre-blocking zone, man. We have
Facts.
not controlled the box in the pre-blocking zone. I'm an offensive guy, all right. But physicality at the line of scrimmage for a sustained period in the SEC. And I think the depth on the defensive line this year
Yeah.
is going to prove out to make the difference in this team. Because when you can affect the quarterback in the middle of the pocket, we all
Mhm.
talk about the edge guys, but when you can affect the quarterback in the middle of the pocket with guys that are twitchy, they got good hand position, got great hand moves, got great get offs, that will push the center back into the quarterback's lap. It makes the secondary that much deadlier. So your
Mm-hmm.
turnovers go straight up, man. So I'm not gonna pick the quarterbacks and the receivers like sexy guys. Give me the big dudes, the big butts up front that's gonna pound you for 4 quarters in the
Go
SEC.
Diddy.
Yeah, and a
Facts.
coach like Grubbs, and a coach like Grubb that has a linebacker mentality as an offensive coordinator. He wants to smash your face in it. Okay, yeah, I'm looking for that because that's
Love
my
that.
mentality. That's my mentality.
Love
And one
that,
thing
man.
I'll say this: I used to tell my guys, there's a theory of nothing. There's a theory of nothing. We leave nothing to chance. We leave nothing on the field. We give the opponent nothing. And when the game's over, guess what? They're gonna get nothing but our best. All right. So the theory
Love
of
that.
nothing is everything. All right. So that's what I like to see in the trenches. Nothing. You're not getting the inch. We're not giving. The theory of nothing is everything.
Love that, coach. Love that, boy. That gets you fired up right there, bro.
Mhm.
Love that. For me, man, and Steven, I'll get your question in just a second, brother. Hold tight. For me, I'm with Coach I with our team. It's the linebacker. I love the grub is there. That's where I was going. For content purposes, I'll take the other side of it. Coach Al know where I was going. Coach Grub, with Ryan there. That third down, some of our play calling on third down was I was bewildered to say the least, right? Um, man, third and short, third and long. It's like, dude was just always a step behind the defense every time. But for me, if I had to go something different, I say the linebacker room. I feel very good. I feel like we got one of the best linebacker rooms in the country, man. We got 2 fifth-year guys back and a 6th-year guy, an all-conference guy that transferred in from Colorado. We got Justin Jefferson back, man. We got Deontay Lawson, who should be about 80% back. 2 5th-years and a 6th-year guy. When you look at the young cast, man, Caden Jones came on in the spring. QB Reese, they couldn't block him at all. They was lining him up on the
Yeah,
outside, and he was playing the middle. I'm
yeah,
super excited about Justin Hill. This
Yeah,
kid gonna be a star. It would not shock me if this kid get a lot of playing time as a
with
freshman.
that
Justin,
added muscle.
yes, the kid
I
about
heard it's about
235,
240, man.
240 pounds. Yeah.
240 pounds,
So first step is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Noah Carter. They said Noah Carter, they had to
No,
tell him to calm down in practice, man. Noah Carter, Yanze Pierre. These boys is coming, man. Duke Johnson and Luke Mertz are getting playing time. Abdul Johnson, what's his name? Kid from USC.
I
yeah,
do with Sanders.
Abdul Sanders. Listen, I really feel good about our locker room, about our linebackers, as far as outside and in as a whole. I feel good about that position going into fall camp. I feel like reps are gonna be at a premium. It's really a time when these kids are gonna go in, they're gonna have to decide who is what, first, second, third. You got to decide who get all the reps, So it's really, really, really important time going into fall camp, man. And I hope they make it as competitive as possible.
Facts.
Competitive as
You know,
possible, man.
if you say that, Coach,
Mm-hmm.
one thing, and Coach, I can attest to this. um, what makes your team really good? Obviously, we had a lot of buy-ins, in the offseason because nobody left. But what happens when you have to start getting ready for game planning,
Facts.
right? So you're only going to pay, so many guys that you can prepare for game planning on either side of the ball. The rest
Hmm.
of the guys going to go to the scout team, and they got to buy in and say, okay, can you imagine the pressure you're going to get from guys like QB Reese, and Caden Jones, Luke Metz, those guys at the line? Nothing's going to drop off. The intensity in the practices are going to make
Yep.
the other guys better because they know that if one guy slipped, they're going to be right there. They're going to be ready to go. If you can keep the buy-in and the chemistry together right there, that's what I'm excited about. A lot of people, we talk about this because we all been around ball for a long time. You know how hard it is in practice to sustain a good scrimmage when you don't
Yeah.
have guys across giving you a good look, man.
Facts.
Uh, the preparation is everything, and that's where the reps come in. Like you say, reps are going to be critical. So good reps makes us better. Yeah.
All facts, man. All facts. And Steven had a question for us, guys. But first, shout out to Kimberly, man. Shout out to Kimberly. Much love to Kimberly, always in the chat, man. Shout out to Kanafi. Shout out to Mimi. Good to see you, Mimi. Roll tide to you. Steven is in here. I'm gonna get your question right now, Steven. Shout out to Chris from New Jersey. That's my brother Chris, man. One of the best callers ever, man. Much love, Chris,
He is.
man. Good
Yeah.
to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. So, um, transitioning, man, Steven wanted to know, man. He wanted to know, uh, give our thoughts on the team buying in together. Steven, I'll make it short and simple for you, my brother. When I heard several interviews from the team, this is the first time I've heard this in several years. The locker room is policing itself. It's no more coaches having to get on the players. It's actually player led, right? Back when our receiver coach Shep really cursed out the receivers, really got at them real bad, right? You really couldn't do that the first year. You gotta kind of walk on eggshells, right? Nobody transferred out, right? And the players are actually getting at each other. They're holding each other accountable. That's always a good sign for football. Trust me. In this sport, when you got such a huge locker room, that's always a good sign. So I do believe they're buying in. Because Steven, at the end of the day, I know during the season we all get upset at the losses, but when you really look at the regular season, we won 9 out of 12 with a first year coach, man. We had 12 games, we won 9 of them, right? We got beat by two teams. One team that made the playoff, two teams that shouldn't have beat us. Shouldn't have beat us, right? Those kind of losses are wake-up calls. You need those kind of losses. You need those kind of losses to really let you understand you got to take it serious. There is no such thing as a small game. If you think it's a small game, try losing. Try losing in one of these small games. It'll be the biggest game of this year. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So my thoughts is the buy-in. You can see it. You can see it, man. Last year, Coach DeBoer looked like a fish out of water. When I saw him interview, he looked like a fish out of water. When he talked, he was like a fish out of water. He's getting more comfortable this year. He actually had on a suit that I liked at SEC Media Day. The man is getting more comfortable, man. Brinskip. Now, let me start with Coach I. What do you feel about that as far as your team, Coach I? What do you feel about the thoughts on your team buying in? By Georgia's in the same boat we in. You go 10-2, everybody at Ole Miss happy as hell, right? You go 10-3, 9-3, they're happy as hell. They want to build a statue of you. At Bama and Georgia, 9-3 ain't good enough, right? How do you the fans feel about the buy-in of this team going into this season?
I think they feel good because I think it started last year. I mean, I'm still a Carson Beck guy, so I know a
Yeah,
lot of dog fans, like to take shots at Carson Beck. I think dude's still first round talent in the NFL. But when he got hurt in the SEC championship, I mean, you could just just stop talking and listen to the crowd when Gunner started to take the field at the beginning of the second
Yeah,
half. I
facts.
mean, you hear it and you see the guys that wasn't making plays in the first half. Now they making plays in the second half. I mean, that's been the feeling around the program. I think this offseason just did more to enhance that. They you could hear the two guys that came talking about Gunner at SEC media days. I think him being in the room, while he might not be the thrower that Carson is, I think the team definitely rallies around him more and looks to him to be the leader more than they did Carson. So I think the buy-in is, like you said, I think the buy-in is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going into the fall. And at programs like Bama and Georgia, man, like at the end of the day, like you got to buy in, like you say, because
Yeah.
10-2 ain't gonna get it. If you ain't
No.
bought in the SEC, easy you can turn around and be 8-4 and be looking around like, what happened, man? You know, it's the last
Facts.
game of the season. We about to play in the Holiday Bowl, and I don't know where it went wrong.
Or the Relia Quest.
The reliable.
I don't know what the hell that is even to this day. Relia Quest. Brinsky, what you think, man? What you think about the buy-in? Steven wants to know, what do you think about the buy-in? Are the players buying in? Do it feel different now than it did last season at the same time?
You can tell that they bought in, like you said, man, with nobody transferring out during the springtime, which was really, really shocking.
Yeah.
But I think some guys just really not going to touch the field at Alabama, in my opinion. I ain't going to say no names because I don't want it to get bad to them. Oh, I'll show you. But only time would tell. But the one thing that I think that a lot of folks got to understand in this new playoff setting, 10-2 is not as bad as it sounds. This ain't 10-2 of the past. Right. 10-2 is like, okay, we can get in the playoffs with this.
Right.
Now, if you going 8-4, that's a different story. 9-3 is like, yeah. But 10-2, I feel like that need to be like the new 11-1 for a lot of folks.
Because 10-2 probably in the, you know, especially SEC and Big Ten, 10-2 probably gonna get you in the playoffs.
Man,
facts.
But it more in the SEC than Big Ten, because we already seen how one loss Big Ten team like Indiana, and everybody know they about to get their ass whooped on the field. Like
that is facts.
All 11-1s are not created equally, and I think they learned that last year. So you just got to see 10-2. Y'all just need to put it in your head. If we lose one, okay, cool. Lose another one. I know in certain games we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose the Auburn game. Like Coach John, he don't want to lose Tennessee game. John, he don't want to lose the LSU game. I'd rather we go 3-0. Same with you, Coach Al. I know how certain people feel about certain games. So I understand that. So just think it's 10-2 as the new 11-1.
Yeah, facts. Coach Al. And just like KT said, please hit the like button, guys, if you guys get a chance. Huggy Beard, what's up with you, bro? Good to see you. J Mims. Coach Al, let me get yours, man. What do you feel about the buy-in? Coach Al is a big buy-in guy, man. Coach Al uses that phrase a lot, and it really, really reiterates how important that is. Sometimes we forget about how important buying into the coach, to the system, to what you're doing. Sometimes we forget about that, man. We get so caught up in winning and losing, we forget about the small stuff that really, really, really sets the tone for you winning or losing. Coach, I'll speak on that. What do you feel about the buy-in going into the season?
Yeah, that's right, man. You know, again, it goes back to the 4 C's of success, Coach. We always talk about that chemistry is big on that, the continuity, all of that stuff. And I think going back over to touching base on the Georgia side of things, with a lot of the players playing for Gunner, they saw him at practice every day. They saw him in the locker room. He wasn't bitching and complaining about not playing. He was really bought into, you know, trying to get better, you know, not getting caught up in his feelings. He was working on his game, you know, trying to, you know, understand his system, trying to connect with Mike Bobo, which is difficult. I'm not a fan, Coach I. Okay, I'm not a fan.
Hey, you ain't the first.
I mean, not to mention, I mean, that's what Kirby preaches. Kirby preaches the process.
Yeah.
And the guys who are successful in Kirby's program are bought into the process of making yourself and creating value for yourself. I mean, it sounds cliche-ish, but come on, man. We all know we've been around the game long enough. You know, you put the work in, man. You put the work in. You support your teammates. You be a good teammate because you're one ankle sprain away from playing. If
Yep.
your head's in the game, you're gonna hurt your team. Now people looking at you. What's your problem? You pissing
Facts.
and moaning about not playing. You know, we know who you are. We know when you dogging it in practice. We know when you dogging it in July. When
Facts.
everybody running those 110s and you not. Okay, something's wrong here. My stomach hurt today, or whatever. We see you. Okay, but uh, the chemistry on our team, we see that a lot. We see what's happening around Tuscaloosa with what John was talking about, what he sees with the players. You see it, Coach Sean, what you're talking about, guys policing each other in the
Facts.
locker room. And as Bear Bryant used to say all the time, we got good seniors. We got great seniors. We got great team leadership, which means that accountability is what's going to happen. That's not the coaches, man. The coaches ain't in the huddle when you're in the fourth quarter. You're looking at them dudes.
Facts.
Okay. So yeah, buy-in is everything, man. I think our team this year has that intangible. We're losing to Vandy, we're losing to Oklahoma, we're losing to Michigan the way you did. They still
Yeah.
want script A, and they know that that's not the standard. A lot of embarrassment going on, thinking that you better than people just because you wear the script A. All you gotta do is just show up. They
Facts.
saw last year that didn't work. So I think that right there motivates you, as Deontay Lawson said, we're not hungry, we starving. That's what he
I
said.
love that. Love
Right.
that, man.
To piggyback on Coach Al, man, that buy-in, I'm gonna be honest with you, and we all been around players or in the program where if you starting, it's kind of easier to buy in than if you the second string or the third string, like a Gunner Stockton. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like some of these guys that come in heralded off the recruiting trail being 5 stars, you got to be bought in to giving that good look that Coach Al was talking about earlier. Because if you don't get no good look in practice, it's going to be terrible for you on the game because you can have an inflated, self-confidence because you're
Facts.
doing people in practice all easy because they're not giving you a good look. Trust and believe that next team, that team on Saturday, they're going to give you the best look that they can give you. So
Mhm.
it's like you got to be bought in as a player. And I mean, I get it. It's the NIL era. If I don't play, I'm going to hit the portal. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be bought into development. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. You got to be, man.
it ain't going. It don't matter what your measurables are, but you got to come in and get developed and learn how to actually play football. Because believe it or not, man, it ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people make it hard. It ain't hard. Put some effort out there. You know what I'm saying? Give it all you got. And I'm telling you, when you're working cohesive as a unit, you bought into the team's mentality, everything will pay off.
That's
Classic
100%
example.
facts. 100%
Remember,
facts.
remember when JMO and Mechie went out against Georgia, and the
Yeah.
freshman came in. He's bitching and moaning about not playing. He
Then you
wasn't
play.
ready.
Then you play and drop all them damn passes.
He
But
wasn't ready.
because he wasn't
That's
ready at
Wasn't
practice,
ready.
classic
he's
example right there.
in
That's
practice. He like, well,
that's
I ain't gonna play no way, so I'm
Yep.
looking to transfer. I'm looking to do this. Next thing you know, it's time for him to step up.
And then
we
that's
saw what
again.
happened. We saw
Go
what
ahead.
happened. We saw what happened. He wasn't ready. He wasn't bought in. That's what
Mhm.
not buying in gets you right there.
Yep.
How
But you
about
know
this?
what?
How about this for buy-in? How about 2nd and 26?
That's where I was going. That's
Devontae
where
was ready.
going.
Alex
Hey.
Leatherwood
Back
was
to
ready.
next year when Jalen comes
Najee
in.
was ready.
How about that?
Think
How
about the
about
buy-in
Jalen?
for Tua. Think about the buy-in
That's
for
what I'm saying.
Tua.
Tua.
Like all year, Hurts was
Yeah.
the starter. You know what I'm saying?
2nd
But
and
Tua
26.
had to buy in and be ready and be
That's
prepared.
exactly
Because
where I was going.
if he wasn't bought in, Nick Saban could have made the change, but it wouldn't have helped. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So you got, I mean, Gunner, coming in the SEC championship last year. If he's like, oh man, it's my third year, I ain't played yet. I'm
Guys
just
come in
waiting for this.
balling.
Right, I'm just ready for this game to be over so I can hit the portal type stuff. No, it's like, hey dog, you up. Like no notice or nothing. You up. Like, let's go.
We went from first team, second team All Americans, and then we went freshmen in the second half. That turned out to be some of the best players to ever play at Alabama, from Jerry
fact.
Jeudy to Henry Ruggs to Devontae Smith,
Alex Leatherwood playing
Alex
tackle.
Leatherwood. Then you go Najee back there. Then you got two on
Najee,
the
right?
other side.
Right.
That was like, man, the buy-in was right then and there. That shows you two tails. One of them, and both times we were playing Georgia.
That's facts,
That's
man.
Yep, that's for real.
That's facts. You got to be ready, man. You got to
Good
be ready.
question. Good question.
You know what I'm saying? That to me cannot be overblown or overstated, right? I think you have to overstand that, not even understand that.
I like that.
When you practicing, man, and it happens to young players all the time, man. You start to get through going through the motions, oh well, right? Then the start to get hurt. Now you up. Now you're panicking because you really didn't pay attention like you're supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got to practice every one of those reps as if it's yours, as if it's gonna be
Yep.
yours, because you never know when it's gonna be yours. For real, man. Patriot Life. Did anyone see where Peyton Manning's son is enrolling at Baylor School here in Chattanooga? I thought that was interesting. Was he playing ball, Patriot Life? Is he playing? I didn't know Peyton had a son that old.
I didn't think he was. I knew he had a son. I didn't think he was old enough to be like high school age yet.
High school, yeah.
He graduated in I think I seen 2030.
Okay.
Okay, so
I think that's he in maybe I think he about to be his freshman year.
Okay.
No, or 8th grade. I don't know.
That might be 8th, 7th, 8th grade, something like that.
8th grade.
2030 is 8th grade. That's my son. Yeah, 2030.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
8th grade. Yeah.
Shout out to
But
Gil.
if you're good enough, when you're in that. Well, I know in South Carolina, when you're in the 8th grade, you can play varsity sports if you're good enough. But
right.
I haven't seen Peyton's son play or anything. I didn't even know he was in 8th grade.
Look, Shawty said, I love the fact that the team likes Gunner and he tough, but damn it, I need him to make plays.
Yeah, hey, 2 games, man. Give him some time, man.
And look, I will say this, bro. If Ty had came in against Texas and played like Gunner played, hey man, I might be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his first start, man. He came, sure, Notre Dame had some film on him. They knew how to mix up the blitzes. They knew how to come to the line of scrimmage and back away and bail on him. And in what was it, a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was, practice.
Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't even mad at his performance in Notre Dame. Would I have liked him to do win the game?
Yeah, push the ball downfield more.
But when you think about it, man, between him and Carson and I, we said this on the Dog Show the other night. Like for both of them, we didn't give him a running game all season. We didn't give him a running game in the Notre Dame game. We didn't give him no receivers that could catch the ball. We didn't give him no receivers that could block on the end to have some explosive plays in the run game. Our offensive line played like crap. You know what I'm saying? It's like then we ask these guys to win the game. It's like that goes to buy-in too. Like, come on, man. Like, what we doing out here? Get a dude some help. So I feel like we're gonna have some pieces around him. And I just hey, Coach Al, I know what you feel about Bobo. Listen, one of my old classmates, he played while I was there. And I've always supported Bobo. I think this is a telltale year for him because he doesn't have that typical pro style quarterback. And I want to see what he gonna do, what I'm saying, to help Gunner out in those situations.
Yeah, it's a critical year for Bobo because he has some skill at the wide receiver. Yeah. And he got lucky. He got lucky in Delpit tight end. He got some guys that can, he got 2 good tight ends, he got a stud running back. You bringing back some good O-line as always, man. If those guys can stay together and stay healthy.
That's the key.
Bobo, this year is critical for him and for Kirby keeping Bobo. I mean, it's hard. It's kind of like when Pete Golden was at Alabama. He wasn't bad enough for Nick to say you're fired, but he wasn't good enough to get us a championship. And he definitely dang sure lost some games for us. All right. So how do you fire a guy? He's all bought into the program. He's a good recruiter. He's just average. You know what I mean? Yeah. Average don't cut it at Georgia. Average don't cut it at Bama. Okay. So Kirby gonna say, okay. In fact, I would have if I'm Kirby, I would let a fire in the Bobo into something. Look, man, I got you some pieces. We in the office talking. We in the coach's office talking. Ain't nobody there but us. We talking. You know how I get, coach.
Right.
Okay. It get real sometimes, man. Sometimes it get, you have. I ain't gonna get into that, man. I get to go on, coach. And,
oh yeah, same.
Man.
Same.
I just cut it off right there.
Look, at least and Brinsky, Coach Al, they know Coach Al. at least y'all not running deep digs on 3rd and 2. You know what I mean? And they playing zone, they bailing, and you running deep. Like, what in the world is you doing? It's 3rd and 2, and they bailing.
Yeah.
Hand the ball off, man. Hand the
Yeah.
ball off.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Brinsky, talk to me, man. How you feel about us going in the next season as far as that's concerned? Now, see, think about this before you answer, Brinsky. Georgia has not faced, and in my recollection, I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, Coach I. Georgia hadn't faced a mass exodus as far as coaches like we have. They pretty much have kept
Not at once. They've been slow draining us. You know
slow
what I'm saying?
draining. Yeah.
Like the tire you ran over a nail, and then all of a sudden 3 months later you like, how my tire flat? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they've been slow. Not like, I think at Bama it's been more like under Saban, at least it was like new OC every year,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, new DC.
Yeah.
But there's like position coach here, a position coach there for us,
Yeah.
and then next thing you know, it's like, God, we ain't got the same running back coach, wide receiver coach. Like, when did all this happen? Because it happened much slower than it did at Bama. But now it's like, to be honest with you, Glenn Schumann is the only original, like when you're talking about D-line coach, linebacker coach, safeties coach, wide receiver, running back, O-line coach, offensive coordinator. Glenn Schumann is the only one from Kirby's original staff when he first took over.
Right.
Oh wow.
And look, I think Kirby is treating Glenn the way Coach Saban treated him. I'm sure his school's calling. He probably telling him, don't take that one. You might not want to take that one because of this, that, and the third. Well, their administration ain't gonna support you financially. You know, you got to get with these jobs, especially when you're successful as Glenn Schumann. You just don't want to take a no disrespect to Chad Key, not Chad Key, Coach Key. You don't want to take a Georgia Tech. You know, you want to take somewhere that's going to if we want to hop on the plane, you know, the gas is $4,000 and we got to fly to Boston to look at this kid at the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
You got to be able to financially do that. A lot of schools, well, we'll plan to do it. We'll plan this day. You know, I got to go now. A lot of schools don't do that. So he probably schooling Glenn on which offers to take, really watch these offers. And I don't know about those offers, right? Because everybody come after your coaches when you're good like that. Everybody, they probably got offers on the table from all these other schools that he probably turned down until that one offer comes that he just can't say no to, right? Briscoe, let me get you on this, man. We didn't have no coaches to leave. We didn't have no players to leave. What you think about that?
Oh no, I already said, man. You can tell that buy-in is real just by nobody leaving out the spring portal. My bad. I thought I had to sneeze. Out that spring portal, you can tell Coach Du Bois had a little swagger to himself. Like
he did.
You don't feel like he's walking on eggshells with some of the players because it's feeling like more and more his team. Because of course, each and every year it's going to be more and more Saban guys moving out and more of his guys moving in. So of course you're going to have a little more firm on the program. So I feel like he's taking that reins very well. But speaking of Schumann, I seen him at the Senior Bowl. Didn't know we were so close in age. He only a year older than me.
For real?
Yeah.
Only a year older than me. But like with Coach I and them, man, with their situation, they keep a lot of their assistants for the most part. Of course, you lose what's my Todd Monken. He goes to the Ravens, but they can get back Mike Bobo. It's somebody familiar with the program.
Right.
You got Schumann there. Who else?
Our linebacker coach, assistant linebacker coach Jarvis Jones that played at Georgia.
Jarvis,
yeah.
Linebacker coach.
The outside linebackers, yeah.
Oh wow.
He's one of the assistants. I think. Don't get me. I mispronounced the actual the outside linebacker coach name. It's one of them crazy name. But Jarvis Jones is his assistant. Yeah. So he worked his way up from GA. You know what I'm saying? Then off the field analyst. Now he actually can be on the field. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like Schumann, man. I believe this is. I thought last year would be his last year, but
I did too.
It's really feeling like it's this year. He is just prime. He is just prime for I don't know what program, but wherever he go. What's my man name up in Oregon?
Dan Lennon.
And Lenny.
Dan
Yeah,
Lanning.
Lanny.
I feel like wherever he go, man, he's gonna shine, man. I just love him as a coach, man.
I
Hey,
think it's gonna be kind of like what Coach Sean said. It's gonna be a program with resources. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it has
That's because he's watched Kirby and like he was with Kirby when Kirby was at Bama, and he watched Saban have everything that he needed. Now he at Georgia, he watching Kirby have everything he needs. So I don't think it would be. If I had to say, I wouldn't think it's gonna be somebody that ain't putting all their resources behind the football program because he
Facts.
has a vision of what it probably takes. So
He's been there for a decade,
hey,
yeah.
and
yeah,
he knows. He knows. There's no way he just like that Mississippi State job opened the market.
Yeah.
Take that.
I don't think he take
It's
that.
not wise to take that type of job. Like, no, you're gonna have to go for like a big dog school.
Big dog school.
Maybe
Coach,
Oklahoma if it open up. Maybe Brent
Oh,
Venables.
listen, we don't know what the season holds.
Yeah.
Oklahoma could be 10-2, but should things not go their way,
Yep.
Shawty told him, on the show a week or two ago, like Glenn, I don't want to lose Glenn, but
Facts.
he would be a good candidate to be looking at, to be honest with you.
Man, it's hard.
Facts, man.
It's
I got
hard
a
to keep.
question, Coach I.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Last year when Coach DeBoer came in,
Mhm.
a lot of people were losing their freaking mind in Tuscaloosa about T-Rob. T-Rob, T-Rob,
Yeah.
T-Rob. Now T-Rob's at Georgia. We don't hear anything about T-Rob. What are you hearing about T-Rob inside the program? His influence on the program.
T-Rob doing a great job with the secondary and recruiting his butt off. And to be honest, I felt like that move was because, like Brinsky said, I think we only gonna be able to hold on to Glenn for so long.
Yeah.
And when we got T-Rob, me and Brinsky kind of talked about this. When we got T-Rob, I felt a little bit better about the possibility of losing Glenn Schumann if we got T-Rob there. But all the feelings good around about T-Rob, especially like I say what he's doing with our defensive backs. And especially on the recruiting trail. So we love T-Rob in Athens, and I hope he stay a couple, like at least 3 years after Glenn gone, because we got to prep somebody else. So
I felt like he gained more stock when he started coaching at Alabama, because I feel like his last few stops, like okay, but you really gained. He gained.
Because he was with Coach Muschamp at South Carolina for a year or two.
He was.
Too.
He was a coordinator there.
Yeah, I think he was DC.
Yeah. I think, like I say, I think he's a fast mover too, just like a Lanning, just like a Schumann. So, but I think that's why Kirby made that move, because the vultures is at the door for Schumann. So I think somebody gonna knock it down this year, next year. And I'm just glad we got him in already. And like y'all said, we haven't really had to do a coaching search when we lose somebody. It's like they either came in the year before the guy they replaced left, or they was already on the staff. So we haven't. The only time I think we had to actually go out and get somebody is when we lost Dale McGee, the Georgia State our running back coach. We went out and got the USC, the Southern Cal's running back coach, who was one of their best recruiters.
I feel like especially speaking on T-Rob, I'm about to say he has some guys back there that are some dogs. Dylan Everett, who's a dog, and one guy that I give a whole lot of praise to, I didn't see him play as much, but he's going to play a lot this season. Elias Robinson, he's going to show why he's a 5-star.
Yeah, we rotate them 3 guys at corner. Dalen gonna be, of course, the stalwart, but then you got Daniel Harris and Ellis Robinson over there at the other side. So, like I say, man, T-Rob, hey, we love T-Rob in Athens, man. We'll see how long we can hang on to him.
And see, bro, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's why I wish Coach Carl was up here too to speak on that too. When you take somebody like Robinson, young kid, right? He's going to be a sophomore.
Yeah, he'll be a true sophomore this year. Yeah.
Okay, you take him. You take Xavier Brown. What's the difference in them? Both of these kids are super talented. The only difference is who get coached up the best. Yep. Like you can't compare the talent because they both just it's almost like Pat Surtain was and the kid that went to Georgia.
Tyreek Stevenson.
They both played at was that the they both played at
American Heritage. They was both on the track team, like 2 of the fastest.
It was somebody.
Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell. That's Tyson Campbell.
Tyson
Yeah.
Once you said same school, I'm about to say
Surtain came out as the number 1 corner, and Campbell came out as the number 2 corner. So
Yeah, and they just like, so what's the difference? Nothing. You just got to just coach them up, and you know what I'm saying. So that's why I
imagine
don't
throwing
really
against those guys in high school.
facts, man. And the thing about it is, when you got the number 1 recruiting class and you got the number 3, or you got the number 2 and they got the number 1, at that point you really picking hairs, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you doing damn good. Trust me, you doing
That's
very,
a.
very good.
I'll see a comment from Jermaine Mims. He say Robinson is having problems with the run game. Yeah, he ain't as great in the run game as Daniel Harris, which is why he hasn't overtaken Daniel Harris. Because one thing you got to do for Kirby, you don't care what you play defense, you got to tackle. And if you don't
Yes,
tackle, I don't care how good you can cover.
yes.
If you can't tackle, so he gonna play, but he not gonna start. Daniel Harris gonna get that starting spot because Darren Harris is a headhunter. So,
And see, I talked about that too, Coach Coach Al, Brinsky. Early in the show, in the last show, we talked about that too. Especially, I feel that way about this 4-2-5, especially, man, because
better
you
be
got to
able to
have,
tackle.
yeah, man, you got to have a DB on that weak side that they better love to tackle. And I'm not sure Devontae Smith was that, man. He was he was aggressive, but he stayed hurt so much. You know, he stayed hurt all the time. I don't even recall him ever finishing a full season at Alabama the whole time he was here without losing some time, some games to being hurt. So when he went to Notre Dame, I hate to see him leave, but I wasn't tore up about it. I know we had Mincy over there. I know we had Bray over there. I knew we had all these guys coming in that could easily, play anywhere in the secondary. And some of those kids are better the closer you get them to the line. 5 will exploit you in that area if your DBs don't want to tackle. I agree, man. I agree. That's a good point. J Mims on point right there. J Mims.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Gil. Much love, Gil. Gil says, I wish nothing but the worst for Georgia, Auburn, Ohio State, LSU. I hate everybody but the Tide. Gil
I
just
ain't
put it.
mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. I tell people like every time on social media, I jump in these little conference, debates or whatever. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but I don't want nobody to win but Georgia.
Facts.
It's like I don't wish nothing bad on Bama, but I mean, if we
facts.
I want Georgia to win. So you know what I'm saying?
Let me
like, Bama winning natty don't help Georgia. You know what I mean?
Is the fans in Georgia, are they talking about the Bama? You know how we do as fans. We look ahead. We talk about what's coming. I know our fans are talking about the Georgia going to Athens. That's a big thing right now.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, it ain't a must win to get in the playoffs or the SEC championship, but it's a must win because we tired of losing to y'all.
Because look, our fans will hang their hat on that win.
They will. I'm like, dog.
Beat Georgia is all the
right. I'm like, y'all. I'm like, come on, man. Like, yes, I know we the biggest threat to y'all. You know what I'm saying, being the big dog. But come on, man. You got 11 other games on the schedule. We ain't Auburn.
I'm totally opposite of that. Brinsky will tell you, bro. I don't brag on the Georgia game and to ask me why. I respect it and I love it. But the reason why Coach Brinsky, and Brinsky know, I don't brag on the Georgia game because 7 short days later, we got our chin knocked off by some phlebotomists up in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you, bro. I can't enjoy that game if we losing to phlebotomists. You know what I'm saying? Speak on it, Brinsky. I want to know what B Sharp got to say.
What do you want me to speak on? You just want me to speak on that?
You know how our fans do. We beat Georgia.
Yeah, man. I always thought that, man, you don't even hear me. I just say it like, oh, man, we beat y'all. That's about it. But I don't just randomly just bring it up because that's something that second tier teams do, like Auburn. I wouldn't call it second tier, like third tier. Like, oh, we beat y'all. So, like when they beat us those 6 straight years, what do they got to show for? Oh, we was undefeated. But what did you get? A Sugar Bowl trophy? No national championships out that whole time. I want the national championship. That's what I want to brag about.
Facts, man.
Right. That's what I want to brag about.
That's one thing that Georgia they had on. That's what Michigan, Ohio State, us, Clemson, teams that had won in that time period. Nobody cared. I guarantee you, like Ohio State, if you ask Ohio State fans last year, since they won last year, Will they take the win in Michigan and not win the national championship, or take that loss to Michigan, even though it hurt,
Right.
win the
And
national
win the national
championship?
championship.
I'm
Because
gonna take
we
it.
did it.
I'm
We
gonna take
done
it one further, Brisky. Like we had a lot of people, Georgia people, like we got beat Bama, got beat Bama. I'm like, yeah, we lost to Bama, but we won the SEC. It's like, hey, unless Bama turns around and win the Natty on top of our SEC,
Exactly, right?
I'm gonna take
So,
if we beat Bama and then we don't win the SEC, I'm not taking that. I want this is about what you turn around, you see in that trophy case, man. We win
man,
it. Like,
listen,
Right.
man,
That's right.
the whole thing, when you look at that season, the year we was probably like number one throughout the whole year when it was was it Minka and them last year when we beat y'all in the national championship. That whole year we pretty much won every game besides that Auburn game. Then
yeah,
we go on to win the national championship, of course. But Jalen Hurts made a bet with Charles Barkley that he had to wear an Auburn jersey. And what do he have? He said, "Oh, I got to make it to class." What's in his backpack? The national championship trophy.
hey,
Who cares if you beat us? I do not care at that point.
Yeah, me either,
What you
bro.
gonna say? Oh, you beat us. Congratulations. I'm gonna still hold this trophy.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it hurts worse, man. Not
that's
to,
as a coach, we know that's what it's about. It's
Yeah.
about them W's. You know what I'm
About them
saying? It's
W's,
about the
yeah.
W's and that championships. And when you get the championship, ain't nothing you can really say. Like I want to say something about Ohio State losing to Michigan last year, not winning the Big Ten last year, but they got a national championship. Like what am I gonna say
Man,
to them? You know what I'm
man, listen, man. I'm telling you, stats and everything, bro. You can back up your stats. It's just like Dan Marino and Joe Montana. Dan Marino may have the best stats, but
Right.
guess who got them rings at the end of the day? Who we talking about at the end of the day? At the end of the day, it's all about winning the big game. I don't
Right.
care if you went out there and threw 500 and some odd yards in the Super Bowl, threw 6 touchdowns, and ran for 3 more. If you lose and you don't have the ring, you just got some nice stats. What does that mean? Too many
Nothing.
people worry about stats too much and not worried about winning. I just want to win. That is it. I don't care if we don't have no Heisman Trophy winner. I don't care if we have no Belinda Cup Award winner. I don't care Jim Thorpe, the coaches, what's the Boyles, Ryan Broyles,
None
whatever.
of them. None of them.
I don't want none of that. Give me
None
the
of them.
national championship trophy. That's the
That's
only
me.
thing that matters to me.
Right. I'm
That's
with
me.
Brinsky wholeheartedly, 100%. At the end of the day, we talking about 2 trophies that I want. I want the SEC championship. Until they do away with the conference championship, I want
Yep.
the SEC championship and I want the national championship. Outside of that,
That's
it don't really matter. I mean, like I say, like you say, losing teams or mid-tier programs hold on to things like that. You know what I'm saying? When you in the company of Alabama and Georgia, like we look at things a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Just even on the flip side, we can't make excuses like the next team. Like
Mm-mm.
Alabama might go through some injuries. Don't nobody care because you
Nobody
Bama.
cares. Facts.
Georgia could go through some injuries. Don't nobody care because you Georgia. Like
Yeah.
along with the expectations of winning and having those championships, on the flip side, we can't make the same excuses. Like a mid-tier team can be like, man, if we didn't have all these injuries, man, we would have did it. Like, don't nobody care about that at Alabama and Georgia.
Right.
Oh, sure. Click on Coach Carl when he said, but Dan Marino ran into the Bears. He didn't ran into the Bears. He ran into the Patriots, and he lost to the Patriots. He blew it. He blew the opportunity. He blew his opportunity. He killed the Bears when he played them. He killed them. He blew it against the Patriots. And what did the Bears go out there and do? Annihilated the Patriots. He blew it, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't give him no credit for that, man. I love the man, but he's just not a winner, man. John Elway would have been on the same level as him if he didn't get them 2 Super Bowl rings.
Facts.
KB.
Brisky. You and Coach Sean, y'all channeling Jans tonight, man. Coach Sean talking about we got phlebotomized, and you going on.
Hey, man, we got beat by phlebotomists, man. We did. All them boys gonna be look. Ain't none of them going pro, but the tight end. They all gonna be in med school here in about 4 more years. They gonna be graduating. and we
we'll
got
be
beat
seeing
by
them
them.
in the doctor's office.
Seen them in the doctor's office. Facts. Facts. They all made 32 on the ACT. I promise you. Promise you. We gonna get, and we lost to them. That's just the bottom line, bro. It hurts to say this, but it is the truth. I got something for you right here, though. That Shawty said. I want to hear Coach I last on this, because I want to hear what he say. Let me see if I can find it. What Shawty said about Texas and Bama.
See Kangaroo Black
KB.
jumping in there. What's going on, my guy?
KB in the house.
Our
You
brother.
talking about a
There you
funny
go.
guy? Man, I'll be
Yes,
watching
sir.
his shows.
Oh, KB be going in, man.
He be hilarious, though.
You find it, where it go.
When you talking about Shawty say he think we're gonna beat Bama but lose to Texas.
Yeah, oh, there it is, right there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Coach Al, let me get you on this right here. Does Shawty have a point,
Mm.
or is he tripping?
I think that could go either way, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the good thing about it. Facts. That's why it's so easy to talk about. It could just go
It could
either.
go either way.
Yeah.
Because I think all three of these teams, when you look at the guys over on SMI, they did some raw data and started putting up and stacking the teams based on some raw data. And the top 4 teams, I think, was Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and
LSU.
somebody else. No, it wasn't LSU. They were way down.
Oh,
Yeah. It was. It's on those guys over at SMI. Okay, that's what they were looking at, just the raw data. This is raw data, and that's why these games are so difficult to call. It could be I can't call that one, Coach. You know, I'm a Bama guy, and I like to see us, still living Kirby's head rent free, beating him. But this could go either way. Now the game in Texas is in Athens, right, Coach?
yep.
Okay, so you got both of us in Athens.
Big.
Yeah. Now you got Texas later, which means Arch has a few more games under his belt. With Sark coming in with that team, I would say if you had to do that, I would say with what he's saying right there.
Right.
If I had to go with what he's saying, I would say it's more that you go take the L against Texas than us.
Because it's earlier in the season. I
Because
think
it's earlier in the season.
I think that's a good point, Coach Al. I think and I said this earlier in the year that I'm glad we get Bama early. With both of us starting new quarterbacks, it's always better for a new quarterback to play in front of his home crowd as opposed to be on the road. So it'll only be a Gunner's second, SEC game. Whereas I will say this, Ty at that time should be a little bit more battle tested because y'all got to play FSU, y'all got to play Wisconsin. We only have to play Tennessee, but we are playing at home. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, the fan in me, as of this moment right now, if you say, hey man, you can only win one, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm taking the Texas. Because I feel like we got that same hold over Texas that y'all got over us. So this is the thing. We 1-6 under Kirby against Bama. What's another loss? But I don't want to lose to Texas. They the new kid on the block, dog. We got to show them. Listen, you don't know how, as a Georgia fan, fulfilling it was to go into Austin and put that B to A, like Coach Sean would say, in their house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tough, man.
In their house. And then they came down to our neck of the woods, and we still beat them playing the whole half with a backup quarterback.
I was cheering for y'all, too. I became a Georgia fan that night. I didn't want no damn Texas to win. They fans different, man.
Dog, right. It's like they came into, it's like, okay, again, if I gotta choose one, I mean, of course I want to win both, but if I gotta choose one, like I say, if we beat y'all, I'm just gonna like, Brinsky, we got y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all beat us, Brinsky like, hey, another one for the books. You know what I'm saying? But Texas fans came in here like they own the conference.
X,
like,
man.
Wait a minute.
Saying.
Wait a minute. This thing still.
We ain't chanting no SEC.
Right. I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't even chant SEC, but when they said they not going to chant SEC, I took it.
How dare you? Right.
Yeah, how dare you come in our house and say that, man? So, yeah, like if I got to choose one, I can see what Shawty's saying because we get Bama early. And like you say, Coach Al, Art's going to have almost a whole season of games before he have to come to Athens. But, I don't want to lose Texas.
I can see a scenario where y'all lose all of them. Y'all beat Bama, lose to Texas. Bama win, Texas. Y'all beat Texas, or y'all win both of them. Like
I
it can
could
go
too.
either way. It's really a toss up.
I think they three of the best defenses in the conference. I don't
Yes, sir.
know. You can
Yes, sir.
throw in, like I say, there's other good defenses in the conference like Oklahoma, South Carolina.
Yeah.
But I think you can toss it around, round robin. All three teams are having new starting quarterbacks, even though Arch played a little bit. Stockton, Gunner actually has more snaps against teams that were ranked. You know what I'm saying? So, I
Yeah.
mean, you got Ty been in the program for 4 years, I think, so it could go either way, man. Like I could say, just a fan of me. If I had to choose one right this moment, it's Texas. I don't want Texas to get no breathing room. That's the
Facts,
kind of
man.
I don't want like winning against Bama would be good, but then the record would be what 2-6. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but
I
if we
feel you.
beat Texas again,
You don't want to let them come in
no,
the
I
act.
don't. I don't want to let them breathe,
No.
Coach. I don't want to let them breathe. I want every time they see that red and black, they turn
Facts.
the other way.
Facts.
Yeah.
Trevor Peniel, what about this, Coach Al, on you? He says, can Tennessee beat Georgia? I don't think so without
No. No.
quarterback. I don't
No.
think so.
They
I
got the
think Georgia
home
going
field advantage, but that
to
about
put
it.
belt to their asses. I think so.
Tennessee got a good defense. I like their DBs, but the quarterback situation. While I wasn't as high on Nico as the talking heads in the media, I
Facts.
think he's better than the guy that they got from App State who transferred to somewhere else, who's now at Tennessee. So, and Josh Heupel hasn't solved his Kirby Smart problem. He can't run the ball against us,
That's
and
right.
that offense goes nowhere if he can't run the ball. So,
Yeah. Got a different take, guys. About Arch. One thing about Kirby. If you get he's cut out of that same cloth with Nick. If you give him a little time to prepare for you,
It's
you got a
on.
problem.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have a lot more film on Arch than you do right now. And so there is that, especially you playing at home with the home. We know that the home field advantage in the SEC is real. We know that.
Yeah.
And you playing against a high caliber team like Georgia. If they come into that game healthy and carry some momentum into that game, uh, you're going to have a lot more time to prepare for Arch and what
that's a
Arch
good
can
take.
do,
That's a good take.
what he does, his weaknesses and everything. So, I mean, it's likely, like Brinsky just said it, man. It's likely you guys can win both of them.
That's
You're
a
at home.
fact. Yeah.
You're at home. And you said it, Coach, out yourself about one thing about. I love what you guys be bringing these different angles, man, because Ty Simpson is going into Florida State in the dope with a newly remodeled dope. They coming in with a new defensive coordinator. They get a lot of stuff buzzing around that program, and it's his first big time pressurized game on the road. If he can sustain and perform in that game in a manner that he's not turning the ball over, the moment's not too big for him. Then
Right.
yeah, with Johnson coming in, that does give him some swagger, some confidence going into Georgia to know how to prepare. How to prepare is big game, whereas he can fall back on his training versus his nerves in a big game.
Yep.
Yeah. And the one thing here it is right here. It's the top four teams in the analytics from SMI guys were Texas, Georgia, Oregon, and Alabama in that order. In terms of roster, in terms of the team analytics for who's the top 12 teams this year. Clemson was at the bottom of the 12. LSU was number 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting.
This is just pure analytics. This is not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know football, so we don't live off analytics. But
There you go.
The
Right.
typical fan take them analytics and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I'm ready for the season. These kind of conversations just get me even more ready for the season. I see some people saying they was rooting for Georgia against Texas, and some that says they wasn't.
Bro, I was. I can't.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. A stat guy
I
tell you
was.
this, man. Like I'm
You
not a
wasn't,
big.
Coach?
I'm not a big SEC guy, but depending on who you playing when you play out of conference, like when y'all played Michigan, I was a little hurt y'all lost to Michigan though. Like I'm like you can't let the Big Ten get
Yeah,
one
but
up
that's me
on
too.
us.
I don't even choose
Like
no
come
Big Ten
on, bro.
school.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you playing somebody like another conference foe, I ain't got no dog in the fight. You know what I mean? But when you go outside the conference, it's that little pride thing. Like, all right, well, we say we're gonna be the best conference. We can't just win natties. We got to show them on the field when we in the Rely Quest
Bowl
Bowl or the
season,
Holiday Bowl or whatever bowl. Like we gotta, like Mississippi State can't go losing to Northwestern. Like, come on,
Yeah,
State,
man.
you know that type
Especially
of
no
thing.
Big Ten school,
Especially a Big
Yeah,
Ten
man.
school, dog. Like we already at odds with those
See,
guys.
bro, I will become a fan of any SEC school if they're playing any out of conference school. That's just me though. I'm not so blinded by Bama to where I'm not going. I don't want to. Now hold on. Now, like, there's a caveat, Brinsky. There's a caveat.
I was about to say, wait a minute. It's a team down there in blue and orange. I don't think you ever be rooting for.
No. I'm not cheering for them at all. I don't give them. I don't give they get their head knocked off by 50. I don't care. But one team that I will absolutely that I root. I don't care if it's, and I can't stand Ohio State people. I just don't. Let me take that back. I'm not the people. The team. I don't like. I don't like. They remind me of Texas fans. I can't say it about Ohio State fans anymore because they just finally won one since 2014. But Texas always speak as though they've won something, right?
Yep.
So when I see Tennessee playing anybody, even Ohio State, I'd be pulling for the other team. That's just what it is.
I was a Buckeye fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a Buckeye fan.
I would never play those guys.
I love the butt whipping they put on Tennessee. Coach Carr say he was disappointed when we lost to Notre Dame. I feel you, Coach Carr. That's how it was. That's how it
I was too.
Because it's like, you know, Bama and Georgia, we the standard of the SEC. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a case where y'all go win y'all bowl game first, then we need to win ours too. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If we win, y'all win. If we lose, we need y'all to pick up the slack. If y'all lose, y'all need us to pick up the slack.
It helped that they played in the national championship. So it ain't like y'all just lost to anybody.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, man, you just can't just lose. Like
that matters. That matters. Like, you can't go out there and lose to the middle of the road ACC team. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing out here? Like, if Clemson was to make those years, Clemson was making it to the Natty. You know, it wasn't as bad when, you know, South Carolina lost to them. But if they ain't making it to the Natty, dog, like, go in there and whoop their tail. That's what we're doing.
And look, Kanafi makes a good point. He says this convo is mainly about where area you from. My ass hates them all. And I get it, bro. I hate Auburn too. I don't want no Auburn. But I think it's where you live. It has a little bit to do with it. See, I'm in North Alabama, right? We're up here in Huntsville, from Birmingham up, you know what I'm saying, toward the Tennessee way. Like I can get to Tennessee in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, me and Trevor Paneer, we up here in this part of town. You know, all of us in this part of town. So we run into a lot of Tennessee fans. A lot of them. Damn them more than Auburn fans, almost. Not quite, but almost.
Right.
So I hate Tennessee, bro.
Right, and I think it's like this for, like, I can speak of this for Florida and y'all for Auburn. It's like you don't ever root for them.
No.
But in the postseason, especially, you know what I'm saying, when they playing another Power 4 team and they lose, you look at them like the uncle that everybody disappointed in. You're like,
it affects us
you're
all.
Embarrassing the family again. Like, what are you doing? Just embarrassing the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
It affects us all, man.
But the whole thing when you were speaking about Texas, man, the reason why I can't stand Texas fans, like, I'm really just getting annoyed by them. They acting like Vince Young coming through that door.
Exactly. That's my point.
Hey, Brisket, you can't tell on social media that Texas didn't win the SEC last year. They said they was carrying the SEC. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, it's a team up there in Athens that hold the trophy now.
That's right. Hold the trophy. Got the hardware.
When we lost to them, my boy DeHaven is from Houston, Texas. Big time Texas fan. And we was talking so much trash to each other. Come that Tuesday when we did the pod, man, I couldn't get this man to shut up about Texas until they played Washington in the college football playoff.
They different, bro.
If you go back and look at them videos was horrible, man. I couldn't deal with them. I didn't want to bring them up.
Right. But you a man. You a man of integrity. You took your lump.
He lucky like
when you give it to him. Right.
I would have been like, no, man.
I'm an Alabama guy living in Atlanta.
Hey.
Oh man, so you in the heart of it.
I'm behind enemy lines, man. What do you think? And I got a ton of friends who bleed red and black, man. I mean, and they talked to me, Coach Al, man, hey, y'all need to give us just one. Come on, just give us just one.
It's a lot of Bama fans in Atlanta too. It's a lot of
Oh,
Bama
yeah.
fans.
It's
Oh,
okay.
sure.
Now, if you was in Tennessee,
Ooh,
now,
Now that's totally different.
LSU,
yeah.
down in them areas, then it's just like, all
Snare
right,
in Tennessee,
Right,
man.
like you now you talking Coach Sean right at the line, so he get to
Yeah,
see a
man.
lot of those people.
And
you
they
can
different, bro.
use me as an example. I'm in right there in the heart of Auburn.
Yeah.
You are right there. Yeah.
You can't even go
are
to the
right.
grocery store without seeing blue
Man,
and
they
orange.
literally have a whole store in Walmart dedicated to Auburn. You probably got a little section over here for Alabama, a little section. If you blink,
Imagine,
you're literally walking past.
come on, like Clemson ain't nothing but like 45 minutes from Georgia, and I
Yeah.
stay right
That's
in
right.
the thick of things, you know.
That's
So
right,
when
Coach.
when
Yeah.
they was going through their championship run, I had to see and hear it. You saw more stickers and flags popping up than anything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They were beside
Man,
themselves. Yeah, it's like I go
Tennessee
to
is like
Academy
that
Sports
too.
over here, man. That's all they got is you red and black.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna see it, no, they
Hey,
ain't
Coach Al, we let Georgia Tech fans know that all the time. We say we got more billboards in your city than you do.
That's right. That's right. No kidding. No joke. You go to Academy, I don't even see tech stuff. I don't even see it. Go to Academy Sports, all you see is Atlanta Braves and Georgia Bulldogs. That's it.
it.
only time you see
Don't even
Georgia
see the
Tech
Falcons.
stuff, boy, if you right by their campus, that's it.
I think, hey, Brisket, I think the varsity restaurant right down the street from campus got a bigger Georgia flag than they do Georgia Tech.
Facts.
Shout out to Jason, man. Shout out to Jason. What up, Jason?
Jason.
What's up, baby?
Look,
What's
having
going on,
Jason up
man?
here, man, and talking to the fans I've talked to from Oklahoma, I see now why Ty do more Oklahoma content than Texas content. You know what I'm saying? If I'm watching the Red River rivalry, I'm rooting for Oklahoma too. Damn it, I ain't rooting for no damn Texas. Horns down. And I'm a Bama fan. I'm rooting for Oklahoma in that game. That's just what I'm doing.
Coach Carl said, "Leave Tech alone." Listen, I always taking a shot at Tech. That's hey man, that's little bro.
That's right. That's right.
It's always a little bro in there,
That's little
That's
bro.
right.
like Alabama State. Yep.
Yes, there we go.
I saw you representing, Coach. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I saw you representing when I came.
We got mutual hate for Bama State. You know what I'm saying?
And Sooner Cowboys say that's what Texas does. That's why. Listen, man, I will say the Sooners and the Longhorns, they hate each other.
Yeah, I'm finding out more about that rivalry. Brinsky and them used to put me on it, Coach Al, but I'm finding out now how deep that rivalry goes, and it's kind of, you know, when you're an outsider, it's kind of fun to look at all the stuff they got going, right? I still say Alabama and Auburn because these folks down here be killing each other over it. Like they be actually shooting one another over the damn game.
You know what's crazy, Coach Sean? That's how I kind of defined it with the whole tree incident. I was like, y'all think y'all rivalry good? Like the best rivalry, I said, have you ever had somebody go to jail for poisoning trees?
roll down
trees, man. Trees.
Roll down tide.
Right, like that's not gonna help your team win any games against your rival. By the way,
look, they asked
signs off. F them trees.
Rest in peace to the great Harvey Updike. They asked Harvey, why you do it, man? Well, guess I just had too much Bama in me.
That's crazy,
too much Bama in me. That John took me out, bro. When I heard it,
took me out too, bro.
That
took me out.
I think one of y'all said it earlier. Where you live definitely matters too.
Yeah.
I think it's between, of course, Bama, Auburn, and Ohio State, Michigan for the top two rivalries. I think Texas and Oklahoma right there. I've been learning that there's never a time that they don't hate each other. But I'm gonna tell you, living here in South Carolina, people sleep on how much Clemson and South Carolina hate each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the hate is real.
Mississippi State and Ole Miss. I heard that rivalry's pretty dangerous. I heard it was.
Right.
Now that's a team that we haven't talked much about, Coach. Is what Levy's doing over at Mississippi State.
Shawty say, can they be better than Ole Miss though?
Yeah, I don't think they got enough depth with Ole Miss. I really don't. No, Mississippi State, he got a tough job over there, man. We don't talk a lot about them because they're at the bottom. We don't talk a lot about Arkansas because we're not really connected with that program a lot.
And they facilities, bro. They facilities is
So it's that's not a job that I could see Glenn Schumann taking somewhere like that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so either. Jason
Good
said
job.
we don't poison trees, but women fight over funnel cakes.
You
Yeah, that's
understand?
that Texas Oklahoma game. That's I can guarantee I wouldn't want to be out there at that state fair. Not with both
I don't
fan
know
bases.
who.
Not if both fan bases out there at the same time.
I may do a poll. I don't know, man. I believe I don't even think it's close with the Iron Bowl, but I don't know who will be too. Because I know that Michigan and Ohio State rivalry is deep. Them,
Reason right, because the thing about Michigan, Ohio State, people don't realize that's not a football thing or a sports thing. That's a state thing. That started because they both was fighting for a certain property. You know what I'm saying? And it went to one state, and the state thought the other state thought it should have went to them. That kind of thing. So it started like because of territory, and then it grew into a sports thing. So it's deep. And I work with a Michigan and an Ohio State person. They barely even talk. So
Yeah.
Wow.
we're crazy, dog.
Whoa.
Like,
Whoa.
granted, I don't want your teams to win, dog, but I can chop it up with them. Like, I got some YouTube Florida guys that I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it ain't that deep for me. Like, I just don't want your team to win.
I literally heard that Egg Bowl was pretty dangerous. I heard folks be, getting
Right. And then
down
Backwood
on-
versus Backwoods.
listen, don't talk about Utah, BYU. You know what I'm saying? The Holy
Yep.
War.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
They said in that Egg Bowl, folks be getting ran down on, bro. You know what I mean? Like for real.
Wouldn't be me out there.
I tell you this though, if we talking about, I don't know about rivalries, but if you talking about opposing fans, bro, listen, man, I've been to a ton of NFL games, ton of college games. I've never been to another stadium like that damn stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They peed on our car, man. They for real down there, bro. We had the Bama and my partner, we from A&M, but we represent Bama this Saturday. I told him, I said, bro, his girlfriend's son or his girlfriend's son, which is not his son, played there. So we parking in the parent. They got the parking lot for the parents. I told him, I said, man, take the flags off. We got the little flags you put on the window.
You gotta know it yet, Coach. Huh?
Bro, he leaving the flags
dog.
on the window. I said, bro, take
gotta
that
know
off.
it yet, dog. Like you gotta know it yet. You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
He been sipping. I ain't taking nothing down. Damn.
Just out of now, I bet.
We come back, bro. The flag. They tried to break the flag, but the flag was that thick plastic, so they couldn't break it.
Yeah.
Flags was bent down. The window done got off track. You see the big line down the car. You know what? They peed on the car, bro. Peed on the car. Tried to break the flag. And then look, I tell this story to people all the time. This kid couldn't have been no more than 12. Had to be 11 or 12 maybe. Had a little Alabama button on here and the Alabama button. He was selling popcorn to people. When I tell you the student section was throwing cups at him, empty popcorn, cardboard thing. I mean, they was just, the whole crowd just throwing it at him. I said, man, these folks is crazy. That's a kid. They didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn, bro. Them people at LSU was crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, they crazy. Thought we was about to squabble up to get out of there, man.
Crazy enough, they still got like some of the best tailgating in the whole country.
The game? Oh, we ate and sipped pretty good, man. I ate a bunch of stuff I never even heard of, man. You know what I mean? But
one of the best tailgates in the nation, dog. Bar none.
After the game, though, especially if you beat them,
get out of there. Facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you too, and that's what I don't think people realize. Like some of the social media fans are worse than in person. But you talk about LSU, like you get to see it in person and on social media. But like if you go to like at least my experience at Tennessee game, I've been to Tennessee, Georgia, at Tennessee 3 times.
I have, yeah.
They just be like, can't beat you. Like they invite you to their tailgate. You know what I'm saying? They cool, super cool, man. And then honestly, twice at the game, they was fighting each other. They wasn't fighting Bama fans. I mean, Georgia fans. They was fighting each other. I'm like, them two Tennessee fans.
Yeah.
Bama, Tennessee ain't like that, boy. They don't tailgate together, nothing.
Oh man.
I seen some good fights now. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some Iron Bowl fights, man. Real fights. It got wild. Thank God I was never involved in it. I just like, man, I'm watching the game. That's pretty much as far as I'll go with it.
I'm not about to fight you over no football game.
We've been living in LSU's head so long, man, that they don't know nothing but to hate. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that. That's all they know, man. I mean, that's the only time they even had a reprieve when Burrows came through.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty much about it. And then Tua got hurt in that game, man. So uh, who knows?
45, 41, 46,
Who
45,
knows,
41, I think
man?
it
What
was.
would have happened if Tua hadn't got hurt in
Listen,
that
man,
game?
don't get me started on 2019 LSU that people think the best team ever. Don't do that. Like, we'll be
I
here.
think they just
We'll
had
be
a
here
really
a
good
whole
offense.
nother. We'll be here a whole nother hour.
Yeah,
They was good, but they was
yeah, they
not
had a great
the best
offense.
team ever.
Who you think it was?
The coach,
The
Coach
best
Sean, know how
team,
I feel about LSU.
best
He
team
knows that.
ever.
Yeah.
Coach Al can't stand them, bro.
Best team ever.
Can't
I'm gonna
stand 'em.
give to
Say the right school,
94 Nebraska.
94.
94, 95.
I mean,
Tommy,
you talking about Tommy Frazier and
Tommy
all them
Frazier.
boys.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right. Either them or the Miami
It's
2001.
only Miami. Miami's the
Or
only
Hey,
hey, I don't know
listen,
now.
no,
Florida team, they had
no.
first
When
team.
I tell you that Tommy Frazier and that triple option wasn't nobody stopping that, and they all of those guys went to the NFL too, just like the
Orange Phillips,
2001
yeah.
Miami.
But it's a
Yeah,
difference.
no.
When you look at their NFL guys and you look at their
that
Miami was literally one pass interference away from being back-to-back national champs.
See,
And
Tommy,
that team was probably more loaded than the team before.
hey,
Tommy
that Florida
Frazier-
team
see,
with
Tommy-
Percy and them, Percy and
they was
and
good. They was
they-
good.
they
But the
was
reason
good.
why I say that is because if you look back at like a 2001 Miami, they didn't struggle. You know what I'm saying? They showed the stat where if their offense doesn't score all year, then their defense would have went 8-5. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
Right.
With the LSU, I try to tell people LSU started the season off going back and forth with Texas in 2019, and then let Vandy score. Now, granted, they scored 60, but they let Vandy score like 40 points, and then y'all almost beat them. Auburn almost beat them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. They not the best team ever. They one of the best teams, but not the best team.
That wasn't their best defensive team.
No, exactly. That's the difference between that Miami 01 and those 94, 95 back-to-back Nebraska teams. They had great offense, could score on anybody, and they shut you down. That's what
Trev Alberts.
Black
dog,
shirts.
I'm trying to the black shirts, dog. Like them
shirts.
Nebraska, Tommy Fraser Nebraska teams,
Yeah.
they was
yeah.
way more physical than
It was
anybody.
physical, boy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, dog. It's two different styles, but yeah,
Yep.
they put it on you, boy.
That's when they actually played with a fullback, a real fullback.
Listen. and
34
Tommy-
crossbuck, Coach Al.
What you know about that crossbuck, Coach?
Old school.
Put
Hey,
it in
man, that crossbuck
Put
was
it to lead, 26 pound.
yeah, boy.
Hey, back when plays was simple and not like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
That's
saying,
Yeah,
55 red dog flash card
That's right.
over to the side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, tell Shawty, even all the Georgia back them days, your linebackers had to be. Marvin Constant is the perfect person. Damn covering, you better be able to feel.
You
better
better.
come up and feel,
You
buddy.
better.
Right.
I'm talking about
Right.
that. What it was all about. If you can't feel and be physical,
Yeah.
you might well just get off the field.
So let me put this into a little bit of perspective. Coach I said something. Imagine Tommy Frazier in that offense. And look what Diego Pavia did to us last year.
Same thing, bro.
Okay? But you put NFL players in that offense and they running it as fast as they running it. And the defense is not letting you score and get a hit. You'll never see the ball.
You never
Dog,
see the bars. Facts.
right. It's kind of like if you think about it, like
You
even
never see the ball.
though teams like Alabama or Georgia will beat a Army or a Navy, think about how long they hold, like just offensively, their time of possession. Like Georgia Tech, when Georgia Tech ran the triple option, the time
Yeah.
of possession. And like you said, Coach Al, they wasn't even playing with NFL guys. We talk about some of the greatest players that ever play on the offensive side of the ball, running that same offense and being that physical. Bro,
Right.
good luck. Good
With a
luck.
fast quarterback, he quick.
Right. Good luck.
You know.
Let me give you a simpler example. When we opened the high school, okay, where we were, we went to the Navy Paul Johnson offense. Why? Because we didn't have a weight room up. Our kids couldn't hold point. So we had to do something to play football competitively. So we went with an offense that was gonna make you wrong every play. Okay,
Right.
St. Days with the Georgia Tech as a flexible quarterback, he converted over to fullback, but you know him by St. Coach I. He was a quarterback at Tech. And the only reason you go with that because you don't have the guys up front that can block, and you just running it so fast that you can't replicate it. In scout team, we're gonna read you every time. And so when you don't have, you can now just think about what made Vandy a little bit more competitive last year. They started recruiting the SEC linemen for a team
in the trenches, right?
in the trenches, right? They were a little bit stronger, a little bit larger. If you look at their roster, they did upgrade, and that's what allowed them to be a little bit more competitive. And they had a really good tight end. So every time you get in the backfield, that tight end is going to run right past your safety. He's going to get open. Probably it was just enough to get him freed up in the passing game. So, yeah, I mean, I can see Frazier as fast and athletic as he was, man. I mean, that guy, he's like Condon Holloway, not Condon Holloway, but what's the kid in Oklahoma? Jason, you should tell me. He was a option quarterback at Oklahoma. I mean, get his name. Because I met the kid. I was in the barbershop in LA when I lived there. I met him. But he was an option quarterback at Oklahoma. I cannot, his name will come to me in a minute. But when you got a guy like that pulling the trigger, now let me bring up something that's going to be kind of the guy we had last year.
Yeah.
With the ball in his hands.
Man, and Jalen Miro was running the triple option.
I'm just saying, with the ball in the guy's hands like that, he's gonna make your defense on edge all the time. You can't miss a tackle. The guy going to the house.
That's facts.
Right. Like Larry said, if you ain't got the ball, you can't win. And that's what teams like that did. Like you say, take those triple option teams of today, think how long they hold the ball, and then replace them with all NFL guys, all-time college greats. And all definitely in the course in the conversation for greatest quarterback all time. And like I say, 2000 Miami in talent, they were more like Shawty said, athletic.
Yeah.
But I think the Nebraska Tommy Frazier teams were more physical. So it'd have been a great matchup. But I think those two, however you want to put them, are the two greatest teams, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So.
Shout out to Jag, shout out to Dexter. Good to see both of them, man. Seeing you guys in a while. Good to see both of you guys. I tell you this real quick. I told Coach Al this the other night when we used to play when I was at Bob Jones and we used to play. See, back then before it was Florence, it used to be a school called Coffee. It was Coffee High School and Bradshaw High School.
Yeah, Bradshaw. And they
combined to make Florence High School. When they was Coffee, man, they used to run that triple option stuff, man. And we used to practice with no football to try to make for eye discipline. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because man, you can't coach with you can't prepare for those kind of teams in 1 week. You can, but it's gonna be so much left open that man, you just gotta do the best you can, man.
You said it, Coach Sean and Kirby, right before Paul Johnson, quit or whatever he decided to do. Because Kirby said if you don't like the offense, play against that kind of offense, you just got to keep beating them. But what we used to do is we would spend like 30 minutes of each practice throughout the year on Georgia State's triple options because you can't prepare for it
throughout the year.
Yeah, you can't prepare for it in 7 days. Yeah, it's nothing you're gonna see that's like that. You can't prepare for it in 7 days.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Jamil Holloway, that's the guy.
Yeah. Oh, Jason knew.
Yeah, Jamil Holloway. Yeah. That guy, man, he was magic with the ball in his hands, man.
Mm-hmm. Look, I ain't saying this team is better than Miami or nothing like that, but if you're talking about pro athletes, I'm not saying this team was as good, but a collection of athletes on one team. I think our Alabama 2008, I guess that'd be 17, 18 team, the one that played Oklahoma when Josh ran over old buddy. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at that whole offense,
that was. I thought that was 12. Oh, okay. That was
2016. 2016.
No, it wasn't 16 because Jonathan Allen was there at 16. This wasn't.
Yeah. I was at the Orange
18. Yeah, 18. It's the year. It's Josh Jacobs. That whole. You look at the whole offense. That whole offense from Irv Smith to Tua to Damian Harris, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, to all the receivers, to the defense of Ruben and Reggie, to that whole team was in the league.
Yeah.
Was Ruben? No, might have been Mac Wilson.
It was Mac and all them. It was more offensive wise because I know that was when Pat freshman year.
Yeah, we had Pat and Surtain at the corners, I believe.
Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. Pat and Trayvon Diggs. I mean, excuse me, Pat and Trayvon.
Because I know Judy, Waddle, Ruggs, Smitty,
Damian Harris,
Damian Harris, Najee, Josh, Tua,
Ashley,
Jalen,
Irv Smith.
Smith. I'm trying to. Okay, I made it to the roster.
That whole
Bradley
team is
Bolton,
practically in the
Levi
league.
Wallace, Rashad Evans, Tony Brown, Bo Scarborough. No. What is this? No.
So I guess that'd be 17 because we
No.
played the bowl game in 18, obviously because it turned January. But I think that was a 17 team, if I'm not mistaken.
Here we go. This
Y'all beat Oklahoma. No,
Jared Willis,
y'all didn't play Oklahoma in 17.
Alice Leatherwood.
So I guess it was 18.
Yeah, Alice
it was-
Leatherwood.
Played Clemson and Clemson
Right,
boat
right.
race.
And 17.
Xavier Mink.
Might have been 18 or 19, I guess.
No, it was 19. I'm looking at it. Had Dylan Moses, Xavier McKinney.
Yeah. Because Clemson beat y'all that year.
Yeah.
Was that the same year we played Oklahoma?
Yes, is an understatement.
We played Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl.
Right.
Orange Bowl. I was at the game.
Right. That was a really good team because the Clemson fans on social media hold that win very highly because they said it was talent wise one of, if not the best Alabama team possibly. Talent wise could have been one of the best college.
They
teams.
had one too. It ain't like that was.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
they had a squad too.
Yeah, they did.
A whole lot.
They did.
I tell you what, that game, I made a prediction at the end of that game that we would lose that game by the championship game by 2 touchdowns. Because that Florida Heat in the Orange Bowl, we totally ran out of gas and we did not substitute. Nick didn't believe in substituting the linebackers. They played the whole game. And they was chasing that quarterback all over the field in the second half. They just turned him loose, man.
Kyler,
Nick and Riley turned him loose, and we was chasing that kid. Glad we got up big because we ran out of gas, man. I'm at the game. The heat was oppressive in that stadium, and I'm in the stand. I'm not even strapped up. Okay, and I knew we didn't have nothing in the tank left. Clemson.
That's kind of like what Michigan player said in 2021. We played them in the Orange Bowl, and they talk about how hot it was.
Man, we played Ohio State.
It's real, man. I'm telling you, I was in the stadium. It was real, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, they put belt to our asses that game.
They did.
People was cramping up, falling out everywhere you turn around. It's like, what is wrong with these dudes? We way out in what was it? Silicon Valley playing somewhere way out there in California somewhere.
Yeah, right. Was in Santa Monica.
Nice.
Palo
Alto, somewhere.
That new stadium got our ass whooped.
Well, I can tell you, if you go into the game when Bama plays South Carolina, the Heat, even though it's probably going to be I think it's the second to last Saturday in October or last Saturday in October, trust me, it will be humid in Columbia, South Carolina. So make sure you are hydrated. It's different. I'm telling y'all, it's different.
Look, my Mason bros, some dudes in my Mason lodge went out to that game when we played Texas Bryce's year. They told me, we ain't worried about that. They get 100 degrees here in Bama like it ain't nothing. They told me when they went to Texas they had never been to a game the people was passing out. They had paramedics coming.
It was hot there. I was out there. Yeah, it was hot in Austin.
They said it was hot, then unreal kind of heat, unreal.
Clemson is just, South Carolina, Columbia, it's really humid. So, you know what I'm saying? It's it don't matter. And if it rains before the game and then stop, it's going to get even hotter. So it's going to be, you're coming to that game, then make sure you got all your hydration with you.
That game concerns me,
it's
bro.
their homecoming too, by the way.
That game
concerns
me.
It's gonna be hot.
I told Coach Al
loud until y'all get up. If y'all get up, it's gonna be. Listen, South Carolina gets loud. Dog.
I didn't look, Coach Al, Coach and Brinsky. I was thoroughly impressed. That was my first time even seeing. I never really, admittedly, I never watched the South Carolina game from the opening.
Yeah,
because they were never on TV like that. I can't remember who that was was playing, but they was on ESPN game day. They was playing somebody, man. And so they showed it from hook to, from the beginning. They played that damn Ric Flair entrance, that dun.
That's that 2001.
dun, dun. And look, dun, dun. And look, man, I heard a rooster crow. This damn rooster, he crowed.
Yeah.
And them folks went foolish. They
And
went
then
foolish.
the mascot, they like it used to be better. Now they got the mascot. They have like a caboose come out on the field, and mascots in the caboose. You
I
can't
couldn't
see
believe
them
it, bro.
until the beat drop or whatever. It used to be they bring a stand out and you couldn't see anything on the stand, and then all of a sudden when the beat dropped, Cocky would come out and be shaking the cage like that.
Crazy.
And then they started doing waving. The student section started waving the towel like doing the sandstorm.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, like, listen, as a college football fan, if you don't hold no judgment, it's one of the best entrances ever.
Hey, AJ McCarron said it. AJ said their student section go from the 30 and wrap all the way around to the other 30.
It's crazy, dog. And it's like they, to me, are the most loyal fans in college football because, like you said, they ain't been where Bama and Georgia been. They ain't won no conference titles. But even back in the day, my homeboy, number 84 right there, he played for the 0-11 team. They still sold out every game, stayed to the end, and was cheering like that, dog. Like they are just as delusional. You would think if you talk to a South Carolina fan that they a Bama fan or a Georgia fan with the same trophy case because that's how they talk. And they don't care. It's South Carolina and all. It's what they say. Gamecocks by 90. That's their whole. That's their whole mentality.
That game concerns me. Me and Brinsky said it, man.
Let me say something. And this is coming from a Bama guy. The Bama standard. And I know personally, like I love to go to somebody's building.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, players love that, not fakers.
Yeah,
right.
Players like to go where it's hot. I mean, not temperature wise, but where I got a ball. We tune the crowd out. And the Bama standard is we want to come to your place and see your fans leaving in the fourth quarter.
Facts. That's a big motivator.
It's a mentality, man.
That's what we do to Tennessee.
It's a mentality, and I think that's you take on a team that's on the rise with a guy like Norris, who's touted highly this year, and they got a lot of momentum going into the season, and you accept that challenge. Otherwise, you're faking the funk. You're not a championship caliber team,
right?
Right. And I don't think that's in the building at all at Alabama. Ain't nothing fake about these boys, and Athens is too. They want to go to Texas and beat them on their own. They want to come to Tuscaloosa and beat them on their own. I mean, those are the teams, man. So I just had to throw it out there. I know we love it on South Carolina, but I hope we go there and put B to A. It was the rooster, the chicken, the hen. I don't care what it is. We want to go B to A in South Carolina.
I want to grab it by the neck and twist it.
As long as the ticket's available, I should be at that game. Hopefully, my nephew balls out that game.
Before we get out of here, let me ask you guys one last question, Coach I. If it's one game, not the ones that you want to win, but if it's one game on your schedule, on Georgia's schedule that concerns you, because as fast maybe blind fans don't have no concerns, but as coaches, we concerned about every one of them. But you the one that you like, we better come to play this game. We better come to play this game. Me and Brinsky both said it last year when Jason tried to psychologize us. You know what I'm saying? Jason in the chat, he tried to use that reverse psychology on us. And like, oh, y'all gonna kill us? I'm like, stop it. Stop it. It's still Oklahoma. Meaning, care how bad they was doing, they're gonna get up. They got some pride there, man. They're gonna get up when they see Bama come into their stadium. They're gonna get up and play. And they did. Whip their asses. And I didn't appreciate it. So if it's one game that concerns you, which one is it?
Listen, it don't concern me like concerned. Do I think we're gonna lose? No, but I think if we don't bring our A game, like I'm not saying you shouldn't bring your A game every week.
Right.
But if we don't bring our A game, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think our B plus game can beat Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think our B plus game can beat Georgia Tech.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
The reason why it's not even about about talent. It's not about coaching. It's like it's their mission. Like you have to go back and watch the end of the game when we beat them in overtime last year. Like their coach goes out, like he's literally like
Brent Key.
Brent Key, you could have thought somebody had killed his family, dog. Like that's how it looked on his face. And then Haynes King had said before the year that was the mission. Like, and yes, it is always the mission at Georgia Tech, but it was different. Like you could see it on their face. Like, and then 2 years ago we beat them like by 10. It's like the last 3 years, the deficit been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, granted, we ain't got the team we had in 22. So, but it's like 22, we blew them out. Then 23 got a little closer. 24, we took them to overtime. It's like, I just want us to make sure we taking them just as serious as we take a Bama or we take a Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's all I'm saying. It's like, if you don't take them that serious, like right now, them dudes is spending the second half of their practicing for us. We not practicing for them, you know what I'm saying? Because we got other things to worry about. But I just don't want us to take them lightly. Let's just say
I respect that. I didn't expect that, man. That's a good one. Because I did watch that game.
No,
that was a good game.
They got some. They, like you said about Vandy, like I think Coach Al said about Vandy. They've recruited in the trenches better. So while they ain't on Georgia level, these guys play high school ball against each other, man. And think they don't know the disrespect in the city when they see all the Georgia banners in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to keep our head on the swivel. I do not want to lose to Tech.
Brinsky, one game.
It's always the one that
knows what it is,
man.
Yeah,
can we just go in there and just blow them out? I ain't got to sit there. My anxiety is at all time high. Can we just go in there, blow them out, and we can go eat us some leftover turkey and all this other stuff?
Take our rabbit's foot.
Right. You don't really want to have to watch in the fourth quarter. You want to watch in the fourth quarter because it's just.
I want to sit there and brag about our team beating their ass. I don't want to sit there like, oh my god, bro. They just
the whole game. Be like, no, please.
You get a big play. Oh, just like one last year, but the year before last. The first 2 touchdowns we score on them. I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. Flag. Oh, no, we got off again. Flag. I was like, okay, it's about to be one of those days. And guess what it turned out to be? We had to do the fourth and whatever.
The grave digger. Bro, I thought we was going to lose that game. I had already packed it in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want 8 overtimes, dog. I don't want 8 overtimes when both teams done ran out of plays. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it was. Both teams ran out of plays. Mike was just like, just give it to Trevor Eaton, man. I don't know. Yeah. I ain't got nothing else for you, dog. We're in over.
Figure it out.
Hey, he on the back. He on that last page of the playbook. You know what I'm saying? With the right kind of got smudged, and he like, I don't know. Fullback dive. I don't know, dog.
Whatever. Just
get in the zone. That's all I can tell you. So I don't want to have to. I'm like Brinsky. I don't want the Saturday after. Actually, for us, the Friday, Black Friday, we playing them Friday night in the Mercedes Benz. I don't want to have to worry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to worry about that. I want to beat them. Yeah, again. I think they're gonna come to play. I'm not saying we're gonna beat them by 30, but I want to beat them comfortably enough that I can turn my head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And go talk to the fam. I don't want to have to be worried about that. Like 8 overtimes to do something to your psyche. You know what I'm saying?
It will, man.
Somebody said earlier that what if Colorado beats Georgia Tech? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that game has no bearing on how hard Georgia Tech is gonna play Georgia. I just be honest with you. I think Georgia Tech's gonna win that game, but if Colorado does win, it won't shock me because I think they got some ballers too. But it's not the same. And this is what we always say. It's like as coaches, as people that be around the sport a lot, it's more than just who got the best team. You know what I'm saying? It's like where you play the game. Does it mean a little something to you? Like you think like when Auburn 4-7 going into the last game, they care about Alabama being 11-0? They don't care. They don't care.
They can be 0-11 and they playing like 6 stars.
Right. Somebody said Georgia was going to win. I took some screenshots last year. Somebody said Georgia's going to lose 3 games. All I can tell you is find the nearest casino and put your money on it because I don't see it happening, bro.
No. Don't let your
in the regular season. No,
look, Coach. don't let your hate for a school make you make the wrong bet.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, dog. It hadn't happened in the regular season since Kirby first year. That's all I'm
Facts,
gonna tell you
bro.
before you go place your bet.
Don't let your hate make you make the wrong decision, bro.
Look.
Coach Al, one game.
Florida State.
I feel it.
Me and Brisket talk about that the other day too.
Better be
I
ready.
don't want to be trying to recover and get momentum after the first game.
That'll be terrible.
That has too many hangovers from Vanderbilt and Oklahoma
Yes.
and Michigan last year. These ghosts start popping up, and you're trying to build something new this year. Man, I want to go and stump a mud hole in Florida State
Facts.
this year. Man. You
Facts.
don't want to go down there and have a game close. Okay,
Facts.
that is probably it's kind of like back in the day when I was running hurdles, man. You got to hit that first hurdle at top speed, man. Otherwise, it's gonna throw
Facts.
all your rhythm off, man. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, yeah, that first game is critical, man. We got to get out the gates, man. All of them are critical, but that first game,
That first one.
that
Yeah.
first
Fact.
one.
To
Yeah.
Malik, we did lose 3 last year, but I said 3 in the regular season. Like
Facts, man.
the
Bold game.
season is so much longer now. Georgia played 14 games, so yeah, we lost 3. But I'm talking about in the regular season. We played 12 games. Georgia ain't losing 3 games in the regular season, though. It's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
What's Jason
Jason
talking about
said-
on that coach?
Jason says, y'all acting like y'all don't see that comment about OU having a bye week. Let me explain to you something about Alabama, Jason.
I saw it, but it ain't my team, so I didn't respond.
Look, this is what I'm finna tell you is a fact, Jason. One thing about Bama, the games that they do, because we don't lose a lot around here, but when we do lose, it's a big, big deal, right? The Oklahoma game and the Vandy game, you might as well get a tattoo on the team's ass for both of those games because that's all we've talked about. That's all they talk. Trust me, the Oklahoma game has their attention. I promise you, Bama gonna come in them games ready. It's in Tuscaloosa. They gonna come to them games ready, buddy. That I can promise you. Buy or no buy. Last year, I think Bama was feeling themselves a little bit. They looked at the record. Some of them young kids didn't understand. It's still Oklahoma, man. Yeah, it's still Oklahoma. Can't just roll your damn helmet out there and think that means something.
How about this? You returned 9 or 10 starters from that defense that got dogged at Oklahoma. Don't you think they're gonna remember that?
That's a fact.
And
Yes.
and they got a whole another season in that defense. They know what they're doing now. They know their assignment football. Their eyes are not gonna get all crazy and everything. And I keep telling you guys, you asked me what was my 1 and 1A, my 1A one. The defensive line, Dason, get ready. I'm just telling you, get ready.
Vandy and Oklahoma.
Pressure with Buster Pipe.
Yes.
And by the way, Bama didn't lose a game at home last year.
That's a
with
fact.
that team. With that
That's a
team.
fact.
Oh, by the way, this guy won 9 games, which ties the record of any first-year coach at Alabama, in spite of all the uncertainty. Okay, so we lose sight of what happened because the standard is so high. So I give Oklahoma credit. We took the L against y'all last year, but that was last year. We can't do a damn thing about last year. We'll see you November 15th. How about that?
Yes, sir. That Oklahoma game is circled.
Like Coach Sean said to start the show off, it's talking season, so everybody's gonna win the chip.
Everybody gonna
Everybody gonna beat everybody.
Blue Mountain State.
Right. Listen, make sure all the energy, whoever it is, you bring it in the comments. Make sure, because we got this. It's on YouTube. It ain't going nowhere. Because I'm going to go back and find these.
Cooper flag, American flag, Confederate flag. Bama and 14.
Yes, sir.
We got Jason fired up.
I know. I ain't gonna say they don't have a chance. Everybody has a chance. All I'm saying is that loss to Oklahoma was the best thing for Alabama going into this season. Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That Oklahoma gonna have their full attention. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. So for me, my one game is that South Carolina one. I get it. Auburn is Auburn. I almost look forward to struggling down there. That's just what it. I mean, we've either struggled or lost down there in the last 6, 7, 8 trips. Think about it. We got Bryce Young to Ja'Cory Brooks. Then we got Bryce Young to Mechie in overtime to win. We got Jalen Hurts. We end up losing. We got last
Roy
year,
Upchurch.
Gravedigger. What was it, Coach Al?
Roy Upchurch.
Roy Upchurch. Yeah,
Taking you
man.
back.
So
Taking you back.
it's
Yeah.
almost a guarantee that we're going to have play a close game
The-
Right.
in that stadium.
Even with the 2015, with Derrick Henry and all that, it was just
Yeah.
close. But we broke it off at the end of the
And
game. But it was just
yeah.
like, why can't we just win? Just
That's
go
that.
in
I think me and Brisky the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna beat Tech. I just don't want to struggle, though. Like, that's not what I want to
want to
Right.
win.
do
Just
the
want to
day
go out there
after.
and
Right.
win.
I just want to win and beat people comfortably. Like, at least dip. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Same. The South Carolina game for me is the one that I think we better have our head on a swivel, because I know how I feel when Bama comes into your stadium for the first time and God knows when. The Georgia game, I'm already. It's like you know what those games are gonna be. You already
Right.
know it.
It's easier to get up for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you looking ahead, you're like, okay, this is
Yeah.
Georgia. Same thing last year. It's like
Georgia's not going.
Georgia got your attention, but then you look
Facts.
at Vandy, you like, well, it's Vandy. We gotta play good, but it's Vandy,
Yes.
and then Pavia come out there. You know what I'm saying? That's. I think he's still 18 to 22-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
Like,
It's Georgia, so they're not gonna slip in that game. It's Georgia, right?
right.
It's Auburn. It's the South Carolina game that's stuck in the middle right there, who almost beat you at home last year, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
That I worry about. That team, that fan base is gonna be fired up. It's on the road. It's gonna be on TV, like national TV. Probably one of those late games at night, all the lights and stuff. I worry about that game, man, because I seen us on the road last year, unprepared.
Ooh, is
You
that a
know,
night game?
I bet I'm pretty sure. I hadn't seen the time, but I would
I
assume.
don't just know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, I'll be honest with you. If you look at the stats, I'm pretty sure South Carolina is like probably only second to Clemson and LSU for night games.
Night
Well,
games.
and Alabama, because they get ruckus down there.
I get ruckus, man. I'm very confident we can win the game, but I really
Right.
believe that's a game that you better come to play, man, because you might look up in the fourth quarter and you in a fight that you really shouldn't have been in for, right? So that's my
Mhm.
one concern in the South Carolina game. Yeah, man.
Legit.
So y'all got anything else before we crack it off, or we can get up out of here?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Good, man.
Let's
Great
see.
show. Great show, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me
Appreciate you
hop
having
on.
me. Right. Appreciate you having me on, man. Oh, yeah. It's either 3:30 or 8 o'clock. It's a flex game. So just depends on if both teams are doing what they're supposed to do. It's probably going to be 8 o'clock.
Facts.
Ooh, Columbia going to be
Facts.
jumping.
It's gonna be jumping down there, man. I just, I'm very confident in our team this year, man, with the returning starters we have, and a logical, competent play caller, an experienced play caller. I'm very confident, man. But that quarterback's scared the daylights out of me, bro, because he can turn nothing into something, man.
That's
You
exactly
know,
right.
that quarterback is Jalen Milroe-esque. You know what I'm saying? So
Alabama Standard asked Cam Dewberry today, what type of quarterback would you prefer to have? Pocket pass or dual threat? It didn't take him a half a second. He said dual threat. They said, why? Because now that's another blocker. In
yeah,
other words, he makes you right when you're wrong.
yep. Miss my block, he still get away.
He can make you right when you're wrong. And he said it just causes so much pressure for a defense that they always got to be right. They always got to be disciplined.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
All facts, man. All facts. So let me see if I can do like Brinsky. I don't know which one it is, Brinsky.
It's
Yeah.
that
Hold
one.
on.
It's
That's that one. That's that one, the one you had, and then you just
Very
drag.
first one.
And then when you want somebody to be big, just click on their screen and drag them to the big spot.
Boom. Coach
There
Al.
Oh, right.
And everybody
Okay.
know where they can find you.
Yeah.
'Cause they be asking.
Yeah. Let me show you something. If you can see that, it's coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Al got a channel. We hopping on that joint. We gonna have a yeah, bro.
You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. But that's where you can find me right there. And hey, look, man, I just appreciate you guys, man. And anytime we're on, we're gonna talk football. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it's all about relationships, man. It's all about this. It's all about men. It's all about iron sharpen iron. We make each other better. And I hope the fans pick up on this, that this is how it's done. You don't throw shade at a guy, you lift him up. You
Facts.
collaborate. The four C's of success: chemistry, continuity, communication, and collaboration. That's why we have success on all of these channels because Jason's hopping on.
Yep.
KB hopping on here, timing in. These guys, it's Saturday night. They could be out doing somewhere else, but they in the chat with us, right? And talking football. So appreciate you, Coach Sean, Coach
Always,
Brisket,
brother.
Coach I, man. Appreciate you guys letting the dog hang out with you. Appreciate you.
Always,
Love
coach.
all to the chat, man. To all the chat. Appreciate y'all.
Much love to my brother, Coach Al, man. Always welcome. Love his knowledge. Love kicking it with my brother anytime he come on. Make sure y'all tap in because they be asking me and Brisket. Make sure you tap in with Coach Al, man. And like he said, it's coming. I can't wait either, man. We've been on him about it. We've been on him about it, man. The fans is asking. You gotta give them what they want, Coach. Much love to
Got to
Coach
give them
Al.
what they want. That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Definitely love chopping it up with the guys that know football. You know what I'm saying? It's better to talk football with people who know football than sometimes you have to, you have to pull yourself back when you're talking to people that don't really know because you're just arguing with a brick wall, to be honest with you. So I
Facts.
like coming on talking football with people who know football. You can find me on, X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Fanatic Sports right there under my name. Hey man, I appreciate it again. Like I say, if y'all Fanatic Sports subscribers, go over to Coach Sean channel, hit that subscribe button, go to Brensky's channel, and when Coach Al drop, go to his channel as well. I want to give a shout out to all them former SEC greats on the wall. You know what I'm saying? From the state of South Carolina, representing.
Big facts.
It's the only time you'll see that orange in my life. That's one of
Facts.
my boys, so I had to represent. But shout out, man. Appreciate y'all letting me come on.
Always, Coach. It's a pleasure to have you, brother. I love, love, love when you be on here with us, man. The wealth of knowledge is definitely reciprocated. We appreciate you for sure, for sure. And my broski.
Oh yeah, man. And also I put Coach I channel in the chat.
Fact.
So you guys just a simple click. Just make sure you just go over there and subscribe. But of course, y'all
Appreciate
can find me at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk on YouTube and TikTok, and on Twitter/X at B_sharp. Link right there. Go over there and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button here. Subscribe to Coach Sean channel. When Coach Al drop his channel, make sure you go over there and subscribe. And like I said, go to Coach I channel and subscribe. Support, 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 support. It costs $0.00 to support
Facts.
somebody. And definitely appreciate y'all. And the last thing I'm gonna say, shout out to my little cousin. Got his first scholarship before his senior year to Alabama State University.
big
Happy
time, big
for him.
time.
Oh yeah, man. So happy for him.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to him, man. Big ups to Brinsky, man. Make sure you guys tap in with our brother, man. Doing big things, man. Channel growing. Continue to support the broski. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all my brothers, man. I appreciate all these guys' time. Their time is valuable to me. I appreciate them. Much love to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to especially my brother Gil, man. Shout out to Gil, Huggy Beard, just everybody who showed up, all the beautiful, beautiful fans that show up to support us, man. Big shout out to my brother Ty Hayes. Big shout out to Jan716, Piano Man, support Piano Man, doing big things. Our brother Coach Carl, who right there in the chat on the Block Sports. Make sure you tap in with Coach Carl, man. You can't go wrong with that. Our brother John, all the Bama Standard, man. Hollered all them boys at Bama Standard. Clint Lamb, Justin Smith, both of our Jasons, Jason from Hall of Fame Sports and Jason Walker, and our brother from another mother, KB, Kangaroo Black. Can't go wrong with these guys, man. Awesome channels, great content creators. Tap in with them dudes, man. And you can definitely find me at JMHO Sports Talk. It's just my humble opinion. That's all it is, man. JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. Paul T, what up with you, boy? I ain't even see you in there. It's the homie, Paul T. What up, Paul? What's going on, boy? Roll Tide to everybody in the chat, man. Much love to you all. Tap in with us every Saturday at 6:15, man. A lot of people was in here on our Twitter and our YouTube channels, like tapping in, man. We appreciate y'all. Stay tuned, man. Brinsky, what day we going? Tuesday?
Yeah, I think I'll take this Sunday off.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Tuesday.
so Tuesday at 6:30.
Tuesday 6:30. We'll be back at it again, man. Tap in with us. We appreciate you guys. And roll tide. And I'm gonna give Brinsky the last word. Brinsky.
F them trees.
Boom.
There it is.
Roll tide.